funny if we guys did a podcast while playing Fortnite.
I don't think we could
Quiet.
talk about. I don't think we could be very
Quiet.
conversational while playing Fortnite.
Enough. Quiet. Welcome to the Opinion Planet podcast. I am the group leader and group presentation presenter. Also, the CEO of this podcast.
Enough with the dick sucking. Is it my turn yet?
Is it my turn?
Oh yeah, I opened up a lime LaCroix and I have Merlot wine in front of me because I'm celebrating something that's job related. It's none of your business. So
I'm one of those other hosts, like the actual group leader.
Okay, buddy.
Look, they fall in line. Amadeus Kyouma here, with with an interesting story for today's episode.
And I'm the last host, GymBagBob.
Can you sound more enthusiastic, please?
I don't know. Can I?
Can you? Can you? How about we try it again? More enthusiasm.
Try again.
And I'm the last host. I'm gonna choke on gum.
Say that enthusiastically, but without the last part.
And
Let's do this again. Was this our fifth cut now?
Yeah.
All right.
One more time.
And I am GymBagBob.
All right. Yeah, that's good.
We finally got a good introduction.
Yeah. After all these years.
It's good to be back, back in the podcast, back in the studio, back in the
back first podcast in 2024.
Yeah, that is true. It's new year, new us, new podcast. We're gonna be
new year, new 3.
Yeah, new year, new 3. We're gonna be completely different from here on out. We're gonna be talking about fucking the good shit.
The real stuff. And that's what's really gonna I think this year's a good year for the podcast because this podcast hasn't survived longer than a year. So I guess we'll find out by when do we start? Come June? July?
Yeah. June or July.
Probably July.
Yeah, I think July we started last year. Yeah, that's fine. We got like 6 months. So we'll see if we'll make it to the next season before one of us decides to declare themselves the group leader and somebody wants to leave. So
you've been voted off the island.
Fuck. You've been voted off the plane. Fucking window rips open.
Have you ever had to do that in like a friend group where you're voted off the island a moment?
The council has decided.
Yeah, we kind of did that before, right? What
was it like? Was it fun being like the committee, pretty much acting as the committee? You have your judge, jury, and executioner.
Wait, what are you talking about? What is this about?
When we were debating the long lost other host, other host,
Elijah Jr.
Yeah. Yeah, when we were canceling his membership, his subscription to Opinion Planet podcast.
In his mind, he left by himself.
Does that piss you off that you didn't get the satisfaction of firing him?
No,
that you didn't know
because
that you fired.
I think it's funnier if he leaves on his own terms and if it even gets anywhere at all. He tries to come back and it's like, well, it was your decision, right? But then he'll be like, no, you guys kind of just kicked me off. It's unfair.
Have you either of you two ever had to like be there to witness somebody else getting kicked out of a friend group for whatever reason?
Is that a thing that?
I mean, it's not like, everyone gets fucking together and they all like take turns to listen to each other's side. It's kind of like spur of the moment. More
Get the
so,
fuck out of here, and then they just like stop talking to each other.
I'm thinking like group chats predominantly, but like, group chats, they do affect the real life
Okay,
friendship.
yeah, that's true.
Stop
It's
showing
kind of
up.
like DLCs to like school life group chats,
Yeah.
just like extra stories. Yeah, I mean,
Content.
I mean, we've seen people get kicked out of group chats before. I've seen groups ended. I don't think I've seen the like progression of it. I haven't seen like the ultimate fucking ultimate showdown. This is they do something and it's like the final straw.
I've
I think
seen
you have
it.
to be really fucking petty if you're like that. Like, all right, this is it. I was gonna keep hanging out with you and holding it out, but like, this is it. And it's
That's
like,
basically how it goes. At least for the people I know, the situation I'm thinking of, like everyone was friends with the guy, and then he started to like abuse his girlfriend. I'm a
oh,
bit unclear as to like what abuse exactly entails, but he started just showing up at her house, just camped outside in his vehicle, and people were not taking too kindly to that, and he just kept
well,
on
I mean,
telling her,
it's his girlfriend. He can
"Mind
do what he
you."
wants. It's
They broke
his
up.
girlfriend.
They broke up, so how does that work out?
Who broke up with who?
with him.
Yeah.
So she didn't. So the relationship didn't really end because the dominant male has to be the one to make that decision.
I want to talk more about your views on women. Jason. How do you view women? If I say woman, what do you think of?
Immediately, what comes to mind is like any normal object, like like a plank of wood or a computer, something to be used, and then yeah.
All right. I got two responses. If this is a bit, you're playing a risky character. If this is not a bit, um, I meet people like you a lot.
Okay, no, it's obviously it's a bit.
Obviously.
Did you actually? Holy fuck!
Wasn't a bit.
All right, well maybe my acting is way too fucking good because I thought you guys knew. I'm a very. I feel like I'm more liberal than I am. More of a libtard than a conservatard, but
Libtards can be demeaning towards women, Jason. You got to be inclusive. All parties can be derogatory.
sorry, what was that?
All parties can be derogatory. No, I was gonna say, like, isn't that the common excuse? People that do like pretend that they're doing a bit, but like deep down they actually are racist. They just like to say, "I'm just making racist jokes." Isn't that the
Yeah,
whole?
isn't that like
If you think it, you actually mean it.
Yeah. Or if you joke about it, then you do support it.
There's a part of you inside that does actually
Yeah.
think that way.
Like one of the arguments I've heard for there's this horror movie series, Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
I watched the first movie as a kid. It's a horror movie, whatever. But I think the creator was CP, and that's what he was kind of found guilty of. So, there's that argument of separating the artist from the art. I guess like the most big example I can think of off the top of my head, Kanye West. I like his music. I like a handful of his songs. Everyone fucking loves Runaway. Everyone knows it. Right, Jason? Runaway.
Dead air.
ETA?
ETA.
ET,
ETA. ETA. ETA.
ETA on a response.
Oh, sorry, I was switching out my headset.
God damn it. You could have just told. All right, did you hear what I asked?
No.
All right. Um, the separate the art from the artist, like the most prominent big example I can think of currently is Kanye West. Now, I like a handful of his songs. Fucking
Okay.
everyone knows Runaway, right? You know
Yeah.
the song? Yeah. But, as a person, he said some pretty out there things.
He's not the best person.
But I can still like some of his music. Now, that doesn't mean that I also support everything he says, and I don't fucking care
Yeah.
how
So
you can make that argument.
where
Like,
where are you going with this to relation to what said character would have been?
nowhere, I guess. I don't know. Do you have any?
I was just wondering. Oh, to your to your comment of like deciding whether or not to make a opinion, or like you act like you're playing the bit, but deep down, like it's your real beliefs.
Actually a part of you who you are because yeah, you're
Yeah,
just saying it's a bit.
it's
But that's not you.
It's like Schrodinger's asshole. You know, if people laugh at it, then it's a joke. If people start questioning about it, like what the fuck, it's a joke. But like if people are like agreeing with you, then it's what you believe.
Yeah. So to tie it really back in deep down, you're not sexist.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Let's get a woman's opinion on this.
I don't think so.
That's not exciting. You have to-
Trying to create or like gather together this is exquisite scandal, but I don't think I've done anything like overtly sexist.
You bully me.
Yeah, but that's because you're quiet and you don't talk a lot, at least on the podcast. What do you mean I bully you?
Typical bully response, right? They won't even admit to how they bully.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
That makes it even worse.
Exactly. So enlighten me. What am I doing?
If you have to ask, you're in the wrong.
Doesn't make any sense. I feel like if I'm asking, I'm in the right because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I can fix, right?
You're supposed to be able to read minds, Jason. Have you not learned this trick yet?
Right.
I
Classic
can read
woman
your
response.
I can read your mind. You know what you're
Look,
thinking about?
it's such an easy go-to like offensive humor response is to me to just sit here and like pretend I'm sexist and act like a conservatard or like a incel because I've met too many people like that, so it's something that I can pull out of my ass.
What do you think went wrong with those people? Or to phrase it more nicely, how do you think they came up to their beliefs?
I think they're really lonely, and I think they spend a lot of time on the internet. Essentially, I mean that's probably it. Just like they're scrolling TikTok, and then eventually that one video plays. Like, you know what? This guy's onto something, and then they just get into that mindset, and then they see. I don't know. I think it's the whole mindset of like the small, the small group of people like creates the image for everyone else.
So there's
Right.
not as many racists or sexists out there? Or
Okay,
just
well,
all?
there's that, but I was thinking about like in the other side of the argument, or like someone who may be in that mindset, they're like interacting with this, or they see like on a video this female being entitled, or like you know or like in that video it's like, see this female using her female privilege, and then it just kind of sort of shows what the guy was talking about, and then they start pick apart like people with whatever the fuck what he just watched correlates to real
Yeah.
life.
I think envy is a toxic emotion. Molly, how do you think people develop the beliefs on, sexism, racism, any of the isms that are bad,
I
pretty
feel
much?
like they're showing it a lot growing up, or they're around people that have feelings like that.
Kind of like pick it
So
up from your
it's,
parents.
parents, grandparents, just any other family members, family friends.
But yeah, you get so much.
You see that stuff, and then you'll like, oh, this person did something like that, so it gives me even more of a reason to think like this, or just
Well, not really.
no. I'm not saying that everyone that's involved in that turns out like that, but I think that's kind of how it stems from that a lot easier than if someone grows up in a completely like, we accept everyone. I don't care like what sex you are or anything like that. And then some people like that will start to hate on people based off of internet culture and stuff, but I think a lot of it is to do with growing up in an environment where other people act like that.
I guess that makes us lucky, all three of us.
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, okay, so where I
father,
where I split roads is like there's a lot of people who divert their political views from their parents because of what they experience or what they find online. And
Yeah, but there's still people that don't.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people with. I mean, it definitely it's probably the majority. Like they grew up around that culture.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say there's a big chunk of them though that like is just addicted to the internet, and then they have a victim personality. It's a victim mindset, and then they just fall on the deep end of their political or
Yeah,
beliefs.
dehumanize the other side because it's
Yeah.
hard to have.
What about
It's
you?
hard to develop good empathy over the internet. What about me?
Yeah.
What was the question?
What's your answer?
Oh,
Like,
how people turn into the
Yeah, how people like eventually develop into this weird thing.
without just regurgitating what either of you two said.
Hey yo.
You know, I think people lack life experience, and there's only one way to get that, and that's just to, I don't know. It doesn't like, if you have one black friend, that doesn't automatically cure you of racism. Like, you can't ever be racist again. Congratulations.
So are you just saying just get bitches
No,
at the end of the day?
no. I'll say that to you, but no, I think you guys pretty much have the good answers. I like Molly's. A lot of it, I think, does stem from your early childhood influences, how your parents talk, act, and behave around certain subjects because they are the trusted figure. You absorb,
also
you,
media you see them watching too.
yeah, you absorb a lot from them. You're still your own person, but especially when it comes to like more complex political issues that kids aren't fully explained, don't
Yeah.
really
I mean, I
care.
think that's an easy answer though. I mean, that's obviously. I mean, people who are going to be having certain beliefs, their childhood is like a really big part of them, and everything
Yeah,
they experience is, it's going to be more heavily weighted on, than into adulthood because it's more
but
emotional
even
when you're younger.
after childhood, it's not a coin toss per se, but I will go with TikTok because that's a pretty big one and a good example to follow because you can find a lot of, especially in the Tate era of TikTok. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't see a whole lot of his videos, but I saw a whole fuck ton of reposts about certain clips. If you just find yourself on the wrong side of an echo chamber and you find a lot of like-minded people and some of the things they say make sense, they seem pretty common sense, logical, so you agree with one thing, and then you slowly start to find yourself getting consumed by ideology. It's not
I mean, that's what
overnight.
that's kind of what I was going along the lines of, is that like it's like a snowball effect where like you start seeing some patterns, whether or not they're real patterns, it's something that said source pointed out, and you're like, well, this matches up.
How did you avoid it? Because from what I know of your, I'm not sure about your mother, but from what I remember and know of your father, um, you should have been a fucking, you should have been more like your coworkers.
What are you talking about?
His political beliefs, a lot of maybe it's not completely.
He's more libertarian. He's more an anarchist. I mean,
That's even worse. Fuck.
I think even when I was younger, I just kind of thought it was a little goofy, as much because I was prone to I was a scared little kid, all right? Like I was fucking afraid of everything. So like it's when he told me like fucking, FEMA camps are making plastic coffins and, if when push comes to shove, one of these days he's gonna have a shootout with the police, he's gonna fucking hold up our double wide trailer home with his shotgun. I kind of believe that. So I guess in a way, I think in a way of comfort, I just kind of like, yeah, this is stupid. Like this is actual like dog water.
I wish I was smarter as a kid. I remember around the time like when Obama was, I think re-election 2012 type shit.
Yeah.
Both of my parents complete polar ends of the political spectrum. You hear one thing from one parent, you know, Obama's going to bring change to the
Yeah.
country. He's going to do a lot of good. And then on the other end, Obama literally wants to kill babies.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's
remember my dad watching a comparison video. It's literally just a YouTube video, and I don't remember if he had earbuds in or not, like if there's context to it, but there's like images that transition from Adolf Hitler sitting with a kid, and then there's one with just Barack Obama sitting with a kid, and it's like comparing, oh, they're the exact same person.
the fuck. No, as a younger kid, younger teen, um, I don't know if I'd say alt-right. I don't think that might be a bit too extreme to
Yeah.
say that I was in line with that ideology, but I think one of the bigger reasons why I didn't um, keep following down that or consuming myself with that echo chamber. Just I like Republicans more than I like Democrats, so I'm gonna always side with them. Um, not developing a great opinion of the person you got those
Yeah.
beliefs
I
from.
mean,
Kind of just starting to disagree with their entire worldview helps.
for
But
me, it
also,
was, yeah.
um, YouTube, there are echo chamber channels, and then there are some other decent channels that take a good middle ground, give you both perspectives.
That's what I
But then,
like because that's what I think that I fall under is kind of like I try to like think of both sides before I act on any belief or hold any true sentiment.
Molly, when you were younger, how much of your parents' political beliefs did you absorb, and just kind of did you absorb any? Did you act like you absorbed them? Did your worldview change, or how you thought about shit? Or did they not talk politics a lot?
When I was like really young and stuff, like they didn't say anything about it. They just kind of didn't talk to me about any of that stuff, but also there wasn't uh like another adult growing up in my house for
Okay.
my the beginning to like hear conversations about. I remember in um I don't remember what grade, but the 2012 election, I remember a kid came in with a I voted sticker, and they were just like, yeah, my parents voted for whoever was running against Obama. I don't remember who that was.
Mitt Romney? Was this around like 2012?
Yeah,
Mitt
it would have been
Romney.
then.
Yeah, it's Mitt Romney.
Yeah. I just remember him being like so proud that his parents voted for that person.
Weird. I think that's pretty healthy to have like parents, especially when you're that young and like easily influenced. It's good not to fucking, tell your kids directly like you need to believe this politically. Like what is it any of their fucking business? Like they can't vote. They it's not like they have
No,
any outside sources,
no,
obviously. I mean,
they need
you're just
to
indoctrinated them into an
recruit them
idea.
young. Yeah, get them in on the team early so that by the time they're voting age, they are going to vote for the right party.
Yeah, because
I mean,
so your kids' political beliefs are in line with yours.
Yeah, because you're obviously always correct.
Yeah, I don't know, because I remember like being just like a parrot and just repeating like like 9/11 was an inside job. I would say that shit when I remember saying that when I was like in 4th or 5th grade.
I don't remember you ever saying
Well,
that.
you weren't around. It was like a group of people, and then
Just boys. Yeah.
obviously, I mean, they laughed like, "Whoa, what the fuck? This kid believes in that."
And
I
then
was like,
you
"You
stand
laugh at
there,
me now, but
you sit there thinking that I know something they don't. I'm
yeah."
smart. We're dumb. Yeah.
Because I was told something, by my father, and he does like he's like terminally online at this time. Yeah, I think he's the most terminally online person I know, at least in regards of looking at this shit. But yeah, definitely an Infowars guy.
I'm looking at InfoWars right now.
No, nice. Yeah, we do have a first time chatter by Thermal Sick, and he said, "Hello, sorry for bothering you." No, it's not a problem. What do you have to say? I want to offer to promote. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chat box, etc. The price is lower than any other competitor. There are competitors for this very unique, particular service. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible, convenient. All right, turn it on. Go to streamrise.com.
I would not go
All
to
right.
streamrise.com. I feel like that's a good virus right there.
It's a what?
It's a good virus right there.
Nah, I would believe it. That's our first what is it called? Our first fucking ad that we got. First sponsor was Thermal Sick.
InfoWars is covering the plane falling down, or the door falling off.
Nice. They're probably like coming up with all sorts of shit.
I want to see what they have to say.
So what I find interesting is that like the documents are released, right? But there's a lot of blacked out names on here.
From what I remember hearing, there are victims who are contacted like, "Hey, do you want your name publicly
Oh, okay,
available?"
yeah.
Also, I think court officials. I think their name might have to be on the document somewhere, so those are stricken as well. Um, Fuck it, we can go over the list. There
Yeah.
were a couple of people I correctly predicted, and then there were some people I'm disappointed and I didn't see.
Is
Um,
Danny DeVito on there?
no, he's not.
Nice.
Um, Actually, you know what? Just we can bring everyone here up to speed. Molly, what do you know of Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein,
Pretty little.
child sex ring trafficker. Him and his girlfriend killed himself in his jail cell while
Well,
awaiting trial.
no, he didn't. But
He
yeah,
killed himself. It's
no,
official.
no, he didn't.
That's one
Would
of the
he
more
hang
fun.
himself with toilet paper?
Yeah, and then
I think
the
isn't
security
that their
guard,
official report?
the security camera just happened to be out at that specific time. Yeah, there's a whole fucking thing about it. He didn't kill himself, but he killed himself. Um, no, so the man himself, uh, really wealthy, celebrity-filled friend list, just kind of friends with everyone. Friends with Donald Trump,
I knew
um,
that.
Bill Clinton.
I knew that too.
Yeah, a lot of politicians. Not even from America. Andrew Albert Christian Edwards, Prince Andrew, the second son of Queen Elizabeth II.
No, Prince Andrew was not there because he doesn't sweat.
Shut up, that is such a stupid fucking. No, so some of the names on the list, this is no indictment, but it just means, they were in contact or they were on the island. I wish there was more context given behind these names, but that would be more court data that have to be dug up and brought to light, which we can hope that it eventually will happen. But you got Leonardo DiCaprio, which hearing some of the things about him as a person, that's not too surprising that he popped up on the list.
Doesn't he only date girls that are like 25 and under?
Yeah, there was a good joke made by Ricky Gervais, I think at like the 2019 Golden Globe Awards. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere of The Irishman. It's a good movie, but it's a 3-hour movie. So by the end of the movie, his date was too old for him.
Okay, yeah.
It's funnier when the fucking comedian says it, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's got a thing for younger girls.
So it makes
Hmm.
sense why he'd be friends
No,
with.
he doesn't.
There's literally a fucking I will read the photo. He has had like 13 girlfriends, and not one of them have been past 25. This started when he was in his early 20s, and it is continuing to his mid 50s. I
Yeah.
like him as an actor, as a person. Uh,
I mean, there's
I'm
this. What's that?
I'm a bit curious about his thought process. We can get him on to talk about it.
Yeah, we can eventually. Um, we have Ed Tuttle. He's an American architect and interior design. But he died in like 2020. So
I'm not sure how well you can actually zoom in on this image, but yeah, there's Blake Lively. That's the only person I recognize on that list.
Wait, let me see. I need to get closer.
yeah, but Leonardo DiCaprio was in The Great Gatsby. So
So he's excused.
yeah.
All right. Bill Clinton. He's on the list multiple. He was named multiple times apparently.
Be careful when you talk about the Clintons. All right.
Fuck the Clintons. I'm gonna kill myself now. Um, I know everyone's seen the photo, Epstein and Bill Clinton together, and the fact that Jeffrey Epstein had a really weird painting of Bill Clinton in his apartment.
Okay. Well, I mean, that was just coincidence.
No.
Have you seen the painting, Jason?
No, I haven't.
Epstein told Vic. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is the photo that was in Jeffrey Epstein's apartment of one of his political friends.
Is that real?
Yeah,
Disturbing.
painting of Clinton in blue dress hung up in Jeffrey Epstein's home in his Manhattan residence.
So he actually wore that dress then.
No,
Yeah, he did that pose the whole time while they were painting him.
Jeffrey Epstein reportedly had an oil painting of former U.S. President Bill Clinton. What the fuck? According to the New York Times, he had commissioned a mural of a photorealistic prison scene that included barbed wire, corrections officers, and a guard station, with Mr. Epstein portrayed in the middle. Yeah, so he was an interesting.
Whoa, hold on. All right, Kevin Spacey. That makes sense. George Lucas.
Yeah, George Lucas was named.
What the hell?
Hey, Kevin
Damn.
Spacey,
George Lucas.
creator of Star Wars. Kevin
God
Spacey was
damn.
found. Kevin Spacey was found not guilty, so he's in the clear.
Yeah. So like he's a perfectly good person.
Somebody
I mean, he was
like-
literally in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, so he's excused.
Judge just released. Well,
Oh.
that's why everyone's talking about the Jeffrey Epstein list, because it's been made public. I mean, a lot of it has been, well, not a lot of it. I'm sure there's still so fucking much that's just made not public, but
Dutch Vanderlyn. Interesting.
what are some other interesting people? Michael Jackson was named. It's curious. It is kind of interesting how this guy happens to, like, talk to so many people or just be in connection with so many people. Fucking David Copperfield, the American stage magician.
Actually, interesting update. I'll let you know when I come back, but I don't really have a advertisement, but apparently someone needs to talk to me, so I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, just keep it interesting, I guess.
No.
All right.
Some more political people. Al Gore, fucking Stephen Hawking. He was on the list. Again, I want to see the context behind the list, not just the names. We won't get the context, but Well, we can look at what Vox has to say. The Epstein list explained. It doesn't say. Yeah. So, for Molly and anyone else unaware, both Epstein and his wife, Ghislaine Maxwell, um, have faced numerous allegations they contributed to sexual abuse and assault of minors and helped other powerful individuals do the same. Um, the documents. Uh,
Did this man just like originally come from money, which is how he knows all these people?
not
Or
like not old money, old money. I don't know a whole lot about his beginning of his life, but he was, apparently, fuck. There was a little video I watched before I got bored of it. He was, a smart, talented person. His family was middle class back in the '60s, so well off. Um, was a teacher for a little while. I don't know how he got to the position where he just knows so many fucking people,
yeah.
or how he got a fuck ton of money as well.
Is it from selling pictures of his students?
It um what was his net worth when he was found dead at 66 in a Manhattan jail cell? He was roughly worth $560 million. He was a financial consultant,
All right.
so whatever the fuck that means.
That isn't that pretty much just where you help manage money?
Supposedly. That that means
Like,
fucking nothing. He told friends that he sometimes worked as a consultant for government and the very wealthy to recover embezzled funds, while at other times he worked for clients who had embezzled funds. So I don't know. It's an interesting story. I need to watch a documentary, explain the entire thing again, because I don't know. One of the more exciting things going on in the world is a case that
happened years ago.
2019 it got put on hold. The man supposedly killed himself in his jail cell. We got robbed of our moment of glory. I don't know. There's not much else exciting in the world. I wanna. Yeah, so according to this NPR.org, negligent staff failure led to his suicide. Um, yeah, everyone just says he hung himself.
How would you have done that in a cell, though?
They have blankets, bed sheets,
I guess.
supposedly. Yeah, he had extra blankets and clothes. He was allowed to use a jail phone the night before he died that was unmonitored. He also apparently previously attempted suicide and failed, so he should have been in suicide watch. Okay, Epstein was supposed to be under watch for the prior attempt, but two correctional officers, Michael Thomas, Tova Noel, who were assigned to guard Epstein overnight, failed to complete more than 75 mandatory checks on him. He was left in his cell overnight and only discovered dead at 6:30 a.m. on August 10th. The two officers were later charged for failing to check on Epstein and then fabricating records to hide it. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of interesting. It could be, they got paid, or They just wanted to go play fucking poker and didn't give a shit about them. Yeah. So how's your 2024 been, Molly?
Pretty dull.
Why?
There's like nothing happening. It's not even a full week in yet.
You gotta make something happen. You gotta grab life.
No, I'm good.
That's not how life happens. You can't just sit and wait for stuff to happen.
No, I can.
No.
Yeah, I can. How's your 2024 been, Mr. Fortnite?
It's been very exciting, actually. I've been playing this small indie game called Fortnite. Been having a lot of fun when I win, and a lot of fucking anger when I'm not winning.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. It's something to do that isn't just watching YouTube, and I, don't have any actual hobbies. So gaming it is. I see why people spend a lot of money on it. It's got an addictive gameplay loop. It feels good to win and fucking destroy someone and just emote on them. You feel toxic as fuck, but that's part of the enjoyment, is being toxic as hell to other people. I don't know, it's a good gameplay loop, I'd say.
You did it for so long.
What?
You just sit on the couch for hours playing.
Well, yeah, when you're playing a game, you just sit and game for hours. What the fuck's the point of playing for 30 minutes?
That's true.
No one
It
wants
just seems so. I don't know. I'm not a big gamer.
Why not?
It's just I get sick of it pretty fast. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't keep my attention.
You haven't found the right game yet.
I mean, I used to be able to sit and play Super Mario Sunshine for hours and hours, but
There you go.
then I got pissed and haven't picked it up since because I couldn't pass a level.
I kind of get that. I mean, I have phases with gaming. It's enjoyable for however many days, couple of weeks, and then I just go on month-long hiatuses because it's too much work. I don't want to do it. Probably one of those. I don't know. It's something I used to do a lot when I just had nothing else to do, and I still don't really have anything to do. But gaming just doesn't. Before the Fortnite craze that has taken over me, it just didn't sound very exciting. I mean, I have a fucking massive game library on Steam, but I just barely touch any of it. This is like hundreds of thousands of hours of entertainment or just, something to occupy my time. But, yeah, I haven't done shit. Like, the games I've played the most the past 3 years have gotta be fucking one of my all-time favorite games, just because, you can mod, which makes it so much more enjoyable. When you don't just have like the same game and play it over and over, you can add new shit that the developers didn't make. You can fuck with the game. That's why Minecraft is something that I could probably get back into. Not just vanilla Minecraft though.
The mods.
Yeah. Vanilla Minecraft is boring. It's not exciting.
It gets boring after a while.
Yeah. With mods though, new gameplay elements. You can make the game look a lot prettier as well. It's just fun shit. I don't know if there are any mods for Super Mario Sunshine.
I don't think there would be.
No, there's probably some graphical enhancements. What if they made a HD remaster? Would you buy it?
No, probably not.
What mods do they have for Super Mario Sunshine? Better Luigi model. Yoshi swap. Mario 64 swap. So it's all just like textures and graphical updates, which isn't too surprising because. Yeah. I don't know. Gaming can be fun, but even I get burnt out, or just it brings me more anger than it does enjoyment.
Mm.
But you just push through the anger and eventually you'll win.
And eventually you'll find that enjoyment again.
That's the hope. I mean, you just gotta find fun things to do to pass the time.
Crochet.
Why do you like crocheting so much?
I don't know, it's simple enough for my brain to understand, where it's like that right level of like focus, but also like if someone starts talking to me, I can probably start talking back to them, or I can like have something else going on in the background that my brain's half paying attention to. I like that at the end of it, after the hours you spend making something, sometimes you have like a physical thing that you can be like, I made this, I did this. It's a like, you feel like you have a reward almost at the end of it. Like, oh, here's a trophy for your 5 hours.
Yeah.
Um, I just find it entertaining to like see like a creation come out of a string of yarn.
What do you like to make?
I've been making a lot of dinos recently.
Why dinosaurs? Do you like dinosaurs?
Not really.
Why are you making
Actually.
dinosaurs?
I just thought they were cute when I came across the patterns. So I started making them, and then they were really fun to make, so I kept making more. And now I have a dino family.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the official introduction of Molly's Custom Crochets. Place your order now. What a terrible fucking host. He's been gone for like 10 minutes now. Goddamn. Yeah.
I wonder if he's getting fired.
That'd be kind of funny, actually. No, I'm sure it's not that exciting. Maybe another coworker of his is losing their mind.
Crying about getting no bitches.
Have you ever cried about not getting bitches?
Me?
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess in your case, before we were together, were you ever, like, crying internally? What's the guy equivalent for bitches?
Men? Boys?
Yeah, alright. No, like, it's one thing to say I want girls, and then it's another thing to say I want bitches.
Yeah, we don't really have that.
Why not? Is that... I want to find that term. What is...
At least I haven't heard of that term before.
The female equivalent for the term bitches?
Yeah.
Alright, what is the female equivalent of getting bitches? Answered by Reddit. Hunks.
That is absolutely awful if that's what the term is.
Yeah, alright, so...
You saw one answer and it's an hunk.
I can't find any other articles. What was my original question? Were you ever upset that you couldn't get hunks before?
Would I cry?
Yeah, would you cry about it?
No.
Would you feel sad?
Not really.
Would you care?
A part of me cared, yes, but not enough to, like, do something about it.
Just you want it to happen, but you're not going to do anything to make it happen.
Yeah, unless there's, like, a specific person that I would like to make that happen with. How about you? Did you cry because you couldn't get bitches?
Yeah. No, I mean, fuck, from what I recall, fucking as soon as you get into middle school, you want a relationship, or there's that one really cute girl in your class, and you want to be friends with her, and you want to go on dates and be all romantical and all that fun shit. Um, so it's something you definitely want, and then it's just another step to initiate that process. First be friends, try and see if they're even a decent person, and then move on to, okay, now that we're friends, how do I I'm thinking of how to phrase it. Um how to transition into something more serious. And do they even want something more serious? I mean, fucking everyone's gone through, well, I'd say majority of people have at least, had that crush that they want to ask out, but just are too chicken shit to do so because it's just a little bit nerve-wracking. But like I wasn't crying or super depressed that in those years I had no bitches. I don't know. It is what it is. You hope for something to happen, but you take like minuscule steps to make it actually happen. What do you suggest we tell our viewers for the ones that are desperate for bitches? What's the number one piece of advice that you can give to someone if they're looking for a partner?
Um, Randomly bump into them. And I don't mean, like, follow them to a store or anything. I mean, like,
I do.
physically bump into them.
Yeah, so like, you stalk them to a coffee shop, you sit outside, wait for them to exit, and then you just like bump shoulders with them.
No,
No, that's what you just said. Bump into them.
don't stalk them.
Look, I think you can stalk them.
If you see them, go bump into them.
So what then? What do you expect to happen after you just bump into them?
Just do it.
Are you expecting?
Physical contact. You're engaging in it.
Yeah. God fucking damn it. Do you have any actual advice?
No, I don't.
Bump into them.
Um, I have nothing.
All right. Um, do what you enjoy doing. I know I've seen the term or concept mentioned a few times, but how a lot of people, current generations, etc., are missing a third place. And everyone has work, everyone has family, but where's that third place of social interaction? Unless you're maybe it's friends. Well, no, friends. How you meet new friends, new people. I mean, you can meet new friends through your current friends, but let's just say you don't have any friends.
Work.
Fuck work friends, all right? Unless you get insanely lucky. But no, like just a third place to meet people at your local area. I mean, if your third place is a bar, it works for some people. But a lot of people also don't want their third place to be a bar because bars don't always attract the greatest kinds of people. Sometimes it's just fucking awkward to try and make friends at a bar. Because
No, it isn't.
it kind of fucking is, alright?
All right, sorry, I returned. There's a, I guess a coworker needed to get something off his chest. So I mean,
Yeah, the fact that he's getting no bitches. We were just talking about it.
well, I mean, no, that's a different coworker. But
No, a third place. Like, imagine, Molly, if you were looking at the prospect of making new friends, and our current town,
Huntington.
Huntington, listed that on Sundays at 3 p.m. they're going to be doing crochet classes. Anyone of any skill level can come by. We'll supply yarn a little bit. You have to pay for some. We have drinks. Would you go?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
It wouldn't be to make friends. It would just because I think the activity would be fun.
The chances significantly increase because you're like, oh shit, damn, you made that? That's good. What's your name? Yada yada, etc., etc. But majority of us don't have a third place. I mean, if you're an alcoholic, you can go to a bar. So congratulations, Jason. You've got your third place.
Yeah, what are you talking about, third place?
Like a third place to meet people. Everyone has work. That's one line of social.
That's probably at the top.
Yeah, that's the time you probably spend the most place at. But work friends aren't always the greatest. I think we can all agree. Or even the people you work with are not the greatest. Your second is, I was going to say family. They're, family, you can be friends with them, but who the fuck wants
siblings sometimes?
I don't see family as friends. I see family as family. It's like a different tier.
You've been in the closet the whole time?
Your cat turned gay or what?
Yeah, hairs just came out.
All right.
Yeah. I was looking for her because she hasn't
been disruptive lately.
Been annoying.
But no.
But where did the Jeffrey Epstein thing end up on?
All right, we're fucking done with Epstein. We talked about it. We ran it dry.
Yeah, but what did you guys even end up on?
You can listen back to it.
No, I'm curious. What was the last thing?
We were talking about his early life and kind of just discussing or thinking about or remarking upon the fact that it's interesting how he got to be associated and connected with a lot of wealthy, very popular, important people in American society. This fucking nobody.
That's what wealth does, right?
There was a conspiracy theory that his wife, her father, used to be a part of, I want to say the fucking KGB, but pretty much like a spy family, or at least his side of it, yada yada. So like their plan was to have her marry Epstein, and they get blackmail on important people, like bringing them to the fucking sex island and recording the shit that they do, and like, all right, now you're gonna do what the fuck I want you to do, or you're fucked.
Yeah.
But no, going back to third places. What's your third place, Jason? Do you have a third place to go hang out to if you want to make a new friend? Where would you go?
I don't know what that means. New friend? What are you talking about?
You want to meet someone new, and you want to continue to want to
meet new people.
I don't have a third place. All right, I have my room. I don't really. Where would I go? Go to the bar and then I'd have to fucking take a fucking $20 Uber home.
You can just drive home.
Yeah.
Be a man. No, that's one of the things I see a lot of, or I've seen a little bit about that a lot of people this generation, and just in general, there's a lack of a third place. Like if you're religious, you have church on Sundays, and that's great for you. But if you're actually intelligent and you don't go to church,
all right, that's interesting. I fell right for your talking point too. That like I literally just don't have a third place.
The best way to do it is to find places that share your hobbies. In Molly's case, if they were doing crochet classes,
yeah. There's like different like hangout groups you could do where like you have different adults that have the same kind of hobbies as you, but it's kind of sketchy, isn't it?
There's that gaming place at the mall.
That is true. I do not want.
That's a very niche. That's like 30-year-olds with BO kind of fucking.
A lot of like younger
third place
people there.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm going to Joanne Fabric, I see younger people in there and not like neck beards.
Yeah. Slightly younger demographic, thankfully. No, it's. I could meet some interesting characters. I could play some Fortnite. I could play some card games. But you need good hobbies for a third place to work for you, and then you need that third
What
place to
what
decide.
would be a good hobby?
I don't fucking know. I don't have any hobbies. I do work, and I've been on my Fortnite craze. That's been my year so
This
far.
isn't. I mean, this isn't college. I mean, I feel like college would be like a lot of people's like third place, or like you meet like
Yeah, yeah.
different walks of life, and then you have different hobbies or different things you're interested in. You do extracurricular activities in different groups, like
I mean,
robotics or some other
yeah.
shit.
I mean, I don't want to find a third place where welders all congregate, but one of my friends mentioned that if I wanted to get a push bar for the Crown Vic, fucking buy a Harder Freight welder and jerry rig one of my own.
All right, are you good at welding?
I have not welded close to 2 years, but
Why
my
don't we?
friend
Why don't
welds
we?
for a job.
Why don't we hire our traveling welder guest?
Yeah, pay him commission, do a project for me.
Well, I mean, we're not paying him. His pay is getting on the podcast. All right.
We can ask him. Yeah. No, it's like there's activities for sure that I could immerse myself in. Like another one I'd toyed with a couple of months ago was the idea of like leather working. It's still something I need to bite the bullet on and just watch a couple of videos on like beginner equipment, a good beginner project that you can make and just fucking try it. But even if I do become proficient at it, I enjoy doing it. Yeah, I just do not live in the type of town that will facilitate a leather convention. My best case scenario is to wait for the county fair and then just sell my shit, but I'm not meeting new people, I'm
What is
meeting
the
customers.
place in the mall?
That's just another leather shop.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I could talk to the owner and see if they make their own shit or if they're just a fucking importer. But I don't know, it's hard. You have to have a hobby that would make sense to be in a public place where other people can join.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of weird also just trying to go out of your way to meet someone. Like I feel like that's like more of like a spur of the moment thing. Like if you're actively trying, like I guess it's not weird. It's just fucking
You're
like
trying to force a friendship that should just happen organically, not
yeah, something organic is what I'm trying to get at. Like it's not just like trying to manufacture like some relationship.
What was the last friendship you guys made? Like, how did it occur?
work.
I don't have friends. I have coworkers.
Who was the last friend you made, Jason?
It's a great question. Uh, I think. I don't know. I have a really weird definition of friend. I mean, in a sense, for me, it has to be someone who's like loyal or someone who wants to like actually, wants to consistently, there's like a back and forth, like consistently want to do something or I guess it's not too weird, but it I don't know. I guess yeah, I guess by my definition and by me not really trying at the end of the day, I guess it's just you guys. But what about you? What about you?
I'm not too much better. I think Molly has us beat finally, because the last like friend that I made would have been McDonald's days, just the people that I met from that job. Those are like aside from you two, that's the other group that I still talk to, those people.
Yeah.
I mean not all from McDonald's, but this person knows that person, etc., etc. So I mean, I've talked to coworkers when I was working my other fast food job around this time last year. Um, sorry, my PC cut out for a moment. Um, I was kind of on track, I guess to say, to becoming friends with a person there, like my actual first new friend I've made in some years.
Yeah.
But
You just didn't care.
Yeah, I just didn't give a shit enough. All right, he wasn't gonna be good friend material. I could just tell. I wouldn't give a shit enough. He wouldn't be someone I'd actively want to hang out with
If you're,
ever.
yeah, if you're like trying to put in effort, or if you're trying to like change your personality just so you can tolerate this person, I feel like, I mean, it's just kind of like you can already see the crumbling fucking fall of the relationship. But
Yeah, it's never gonna be a great friendship. So that's again my lack of effort for trying when I had good chances to hang out with reciprocating people. I guess we're all picky. That's our biggest downfall. But I
I don't
mean,
think I'm picky. I mean, I feel like there's like a certain demographic I'd like to like obtain, but I'd be fucking.
your
I
demographic is
I feel like it would
racist.
be very. I think it would be fine if it was like some libtard or like extreme conservatard, but like at the very least, fill like a very or fill my roles of what I what my definition of friendship is would be like
Yeah,
a back and forth loyalty or like some sort of fucking at least fucking enjoyable to be around.
yeah. The only person that I can think of in your case, the only person who is on track to becoming a friend of yours is probably our most reoccurring guest so far this season. I don't know how you guys interact when you're not on the podcast, but you guys
Actually,
seem like
so
you get
it's
along pretty
it's
well.
interesting. I mean, I get talked to a lot, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's like a diehard, like terminally online gamer when he's not at work, and then when he's at work, it's like he's at work, kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's interesting to talk to. It's someone that I can like tolerate at work, and he's he's fun. He wouldn't he wouldn't fall under the demographic of friend, but
Ouch. If you're listening, man, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess try harder if you want to be, in that demographic. But if you don't really
Keeping our
care, then just don't don't.
gotta take.
Going back to the being picky about friends, I feel like you are able to be picky about that thing
Yeah,
just because if you aren't going to make good friends or you're just going to.
the friends you want to
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it should be. I mean, it's that too. It's able, but it's also like you should be picky about it because otherwise, it's just not going to be. I've seen my crazy mother fucking have all these friendships, weird fucking stupid people that she'd hang out with or interact with, and
The
she'd
people that
only
look
interact with because she knows if I'm not with these people I'm going to be lonely. But I think I have a personal belief that like it's better to be lonely than have fucking shitty friends. But
yeah. Yeah, I can agree with
Yeah.
that. I think yeah, especially in her case, she should have been picky about who you choose to fucking date. But
right.
that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're talking about. Um so yeah, third place is difficult. Making friends is a challenge in today's climate because none of you guys are fucking good enough to be friends with.
Hey,
Actually, I'm curious. What's your criteria of being friends? Like, what do you need at the very
Friends,
least?
me, I'm gonna give you very broad and vague terms that don't really have any strong definition, but the best I got for you is you just have to be fun to be around. Like, I don't want to be around someone who's just fucking asshole to me constantly, or just boring to hang
Yeah.
around.
Okay, so I mean, asshole to you constantly. Is that like them being like intentionally an asshole, or like if they're accidentally like
Accidentally is one thing, but if like you're deliberately doing shit to piss me off
yeah?
constantly, repetitively, over and over, I'm not gonna want to be fucking friends with
Okay,
you.
so like you understand why I couldn't click with Elijah 2.0.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, that's the only reason. Otherwise, I could tolerate him. He wasn't that bad of a guy. I mean, I could see myself, maybe interacting with him further, but like it's like
Yeah,
certain.
he had too much fun just being annoying to you. Because it is fun to be annoying to people sometimes, but
Well, yeah, I didn't.
get to a
I mean,
certain point
sometimes I
where
played into it just to
oh,
fucking, this guy's, he's. I can like, play into being the fucking victim of this, stupid ass joke. Like, holy shit, you took a lot of photos of my phone. And I sit there and complain about it, but deep
Yeah,
down, I'm not really complaining. I just, that's a comedic thing to be doing. But
whenever you see him next, it's just like whenever he tries it, you just gotta deadpan it. Really? Is that funny? You just have to shut him down.
yeah, but then if I say, is that really that funny? It's gonna be even funnier because you saw that it actually struck
Are
one of my
you?
nerves.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
would probably
Are
just
you
respond.
serious, guys? What's that?
You'd probably just like respond like by laughing or just being like, yeah.
Exactly. Like I tried everything. All right. There's
Also,
there's certain people I
like,
can hang out with, and I think
yeah,
there's certain people that know that they're being annoying, or
yeah.
some
There's
people, even if they don't know, I feel like that's just tiring to be around. Like if they don't know that they're being a dick,
yeah. I mean, in my
I
case,
just I still wouldn't care. I just wouldn't bring it up. I just we're done. I just
yeah.
if you can't recognize this, even even if you do bring it up to them, they're like, huh?
That's even fucking worse. No, yeah, I get it. In my like if someone is being an asshat constantly, there's just no point. I'm not gonna want to try and sit through it when it's just never
Right.
enjoyable. Even if there's like one or two good moments, but majority of the time it's just a fucking chore. Um,
That's
I guess
the
the
worst
other,
feeling is when you're hanging out with someone and it's a chore.
yeah, I guess the other part of my criteria is just have some similar interests to me.
Yeah.
Some I don't know. I guess it
I mean,
sounds
that's a big one for me because otherwise it's I don't know. Yeah, otherwise it's just fucking it's like a politically different relationship. You just argue all the time about like the dumbest shit.
well, Molly and I are very politically different, and we don't argue all the time.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking about like trailer park retards, but or excuse me, trailer park idiots.
Just so casually rolls off your tongue.
It does. I'm
What about
sorry.
you?
I'm sorry.
What do you look for in
In friends.
in potential friends? What do you want out of them?
I guess same to you as have at least one or two things that are in common, like to like start off being like, oh hey, we can talk about this thing that we both enjoy. But just someone you can talk to where you aren't like where you don't get bored of it like instantly. If you can like have similar senses of humor.
Yeah.
Like if you make a joke and they don't laugh and they're just like, what? I don't know what you're saying. It's kind of, you
So
kind of
like
can't be friends if that's
so
how
like
it
a
is.
former co-host.
Um, just someone that you can interact with without getting sick of, like
Immediately. Yeah.
Like it would have to take a decent amount of time to be like, okay, I might need a break from this person right now. But even then, it's just, Ferris, what the fuck are you doing?
All right, so like I see like if it's like a relationship, like if it's like you're
Right.
dating someone and you need a break, that's one thing. But like if you need a break from like a friendship, like something not that intense or nothing that serious, that begins to be a problem.
Maybe
But
we should.
I mean, people need their own space. I mean, there's times where like obviously you don't have to be fucking with someone 24/7, right? I mean, we all
You
need to
don't?
go out our own saves or own caves at some point, one point or another. But
I mean, in my case, I like to do my own thing, but still have my girlfriend with me. It just makes it more
all right, we're talking
enjoyable.
about friendships. All right, it's about time.
Friendship, yeah. I don't want like even my fucking my two best friends, which would be you and then Elijah 2.0. You guys are fun to hang around with, and I could hang around you guys for a good couple of hours, a full day, maybe a day or two. You know, after like maybe day 4 or day 5, I'm just all right. Just give me a fucking moment.
It's like,
Let me recuperate.
would you fucking stop? You just like out of nowhere, you just start screaming that.
And you
It's a
fucking.
fucking day in and day out with you. Holy fucking shit.
I think we could have avoided this very long hiatus between podcasts if we had just, said this friendship needs to take a break.
Honestly, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I feel like that also like initiated some stuff. Like this is a Ross moment. You know, we took
Hard to
on
take
a
a break.
break. But I mean, I feel like I thought about that, and I kind of wanted to, but I just felt like, I mean, especially at the point where we're at, it's just like it just felt like it wasn't going to work. I mean, in the end, but obviously it's working now. Now that I'm not like a pretentious piece of shit, and then we're on different walks of life where we have different viewpoints.
Yeah.
I think it only works for certain for certain times of our lives, but I think we've all changed for the good. And I think I've definitely changed.
Changed.
No.
Do you think people change deep down?
Yes, I think people can.
Do you think Jason and I have changed?
Yes.
From when?
Honestly, from just that last, right after Jason and I graduated, like that time period, you're looking at me. um, you guys don't seem as asshole-ish. That's the best way I can
Damn.
describe. What?
That's not good.
Okay, so I could see that. I was
Like,
I was pretentious, especially with my projects, because I was like, "Hey, I'm the one who started it up. All right, I'm the one who's facilitating it. So you guys got to listen to me."
Group leader type moment.
And yeah, and I was like, obviously, like socially closed off because of the pandemic, and I didn't really try to make new friends in high school because I was gonna be out of there in 2 years. And I was also kind of like, these are new, these are people who already established their friend groups, so it'd be kind of weird if I just kind of popped in, even though it really
No,
wasn't. But like,
really?
I just
it
felt
feels
that way.
yeah, it feels weird. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. I mean, I felt that way and I still fucking feel that way with my friend group because all the people that I'm friends with all went to the fucking same high school together. They all had fucking anywhere from 8 to 3 years of knowing each other without me there, but yet here I am. It just feels like there is that disconnect, especially when like everyone takes a trip down memory lane and they start
Yep.
talking about
And then you're just kind of sitting there silently and just, all right,
yeah. Holy
that's
shit,
cool.
that happened so many fucking times, which is okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I
But
can't be like, thank you. It's like, for me, it's they're in a different plane of career, right? So like, their experiences are more interesting to talk about, in a sense that they went to a different country and they like did this and this, and their stories are actually interesting. I personally don't mind when they take a trip on memory lane. I understand. Like, what are they supposed to do? Just pretend that it never happened and like everything, all of their history started when you came? So
yeah,
I understand.
I should
I
say
mean,
that.
obviously it's weird, but yeah, you should say that.
Guys, can we only talk about stuff that I was here for, please?
I remember when I was younger, I got offended. It was like my parents were talking about something, like they were doing the same thing, like going down memory lane, and like, hey, I wasn't even born yet. I don't know why I said that. And they're like, sorry, life existed before you were born.
Should have just had a fucking meltdown. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
No, it's not true. Maybe change your perspective on the Matrix. Like, that is incorrect, actually. All of your memories were just came to you today. Life literally just began today, and you have no
Yeah.
way to prove that it didn't.
Do you
But
dream, Jason?
yeah, I actually had a weird nap dream the other day.
What was it about?
All right.
If you
I
can,
don't want to talk about it. Just because of how stupid it is. All right.
it makes me more curious now.
So I remember at one point it was my coworkers were I was interacting with them. I don't remember what we did. It eventually jumped to me just driving around like in my Lincoln like it was GTA because apparently I couldn't fucking drive in my dream. I was just smacking on everything. And then it jumped to me going to this like small ass warehouse. It was like fucking dude, like I really, as much as I pretend that I give a shit, I went to their fucking concert once in my life. All right, I really don't give a shit about the Smashing Pumpkins that much. But like in my dream, it was this one guy who like represented them. I don't even fucking know what like my dream was trying to pretend it represented, but apparently my brain perceived this as like, oh, this is the Smashing Pumpkins, and when they were on stage, they just were like, they were booing him because of his music was just shit.
I was
And
watching
then
a
for
full.
some reason I was like defending him, and then all I remember after that was like them asking about like I'm not even I'm not even joking. Just started asking about my podcast. It's like, how's your podcast going?
You're marketing in your dreams, at least. That's good.
That is good. At least I'm getting marketing in my dreams. That was trippy. It was like a 2-3 hour long nap dream. I was like, I my guess is that I just touched REM sleep.
Yeah.
But the weirdest thing about it was that I had a headache and I felt like shit all day, and I like woke up and I was like, you know, like a GTA cutscene where I was just fucking. I literally just felt like everything just fixed itself. It's the most refreshed I've ever felt from a nap. It was
Yeah, one
weird.
of the GTA alien encounter missions.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it felt like.
Those like really intense dreams right when you're taking like a fucking 2 or 3 hour nap.
Yeah.
It's just weird. You just wake up so. There was one time back in my old apartment. I barely remember what the dream was. I have like snapshots of it. It's like in a fucking horseback 1920s Chicago. I had a fucking Tommy gun and I was shooting people. It's
All right.
fucking weird.
That's pretty cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
But when I fucking woke up, I was confused as to what fucking year it was. I was mentally gone still.
All right. Those are the interesting dreams, especially the first time I've experienced like a what was it? A fucking what is it called when you're like sleep paralysis? The
A wet
first and
dream?
only time. A wet dream. All right. I've never had that. Um,
Whatever you say, buddy.
I literally can say with the fact that I've never experienced that.
You're missing out.
I don't think I am. Um,
What do you think a wet dream is?
you come while you sleep. Is that what that is?
I guess, yeah. Yeah, that sounds like the actual definition of what it is.
I mean, that's not the actual definition. It's my weird, twisted sense of definition. I mean, yeah, I guess it's a dream that excites you enough to fucking make you jizz in your underwear, right? Isn't that what it is?
That's what the definition is from kidshealth.org. That is exactly what it is.
It's exactly what it says.
That is.
That's disgusting. All right. Um,
What about
yeah.
you, Molly?
Weird dream or
Just in dreams in general, do you have them? What are some of your weird dreams? Some of your more memorable dreams?
I dream occasionally, not like an every night or not often, but not like very irregular. The last dream I remember, I was at work with
Sad.
my coworkers and stuff. Um,
Sad.
and we got this donation of like some top secret government shit, like we should not see. And they sent robots to come and kill us because we saw knowledge of
Forbidden fruit.
yeah.
All right, so you literally just got a movie for your dream.
Sounds cool.
I wish mine was that absurd. Mine is always like realistic.
Driving at one point and they were like chasing us.
What the fuck?
Like it was like drone robots that were like flying towards us.
Cool. Yeah,
It's
that,
just
that sounds
so
cool.
random. Another dream that I had was also at work. I have a lot of work dreams recently.
I never dream of work. I don't understand.
It was Mara, one of our former guests, and we were closing up. Carter came to pick me up from work, and like the store was completely closed. Everything was like getting shut off. We were just about to leave. This random man just comes out of the room, the back where we sort through donations, with a bat trying to attack us, like full on, just like wanting to like murder us. Now that I'm saying both these dreams, I think I have a lot of work related dreams that end up with
I think that's
stressing
like literally your highlight of your life is going to work.
um
No disputes? All right.
no.
I wish I had your interesting dreams. Like, I've had interesting, exciting dreams like that. I mean, fucking 1920s Chicago mobster type shit. But
Yeah.
most
I've
of the
had it.
dreams,
What's that?
most of the dreams that I end up remembering, it's like the emotions I felt during the dream. Those like carry on to when I first wake up, and especially if like I remember a fair amount of the dreams. Like I don't have an exact play-by-play, but I can build a story based off of the still images in my brain of what I do recall. And I can kind of make up the story as to best I recall it. Like the dreams that I most remember are just waking up, um, feeling a particular emotion that I felt in the dream, whether it's sadness or waking up scared or just fucking confused.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had a lot more interesting dreams as a kid, at least from what I recall. I mean, nightmares, especially. I don't really
Yeah.
have nightmares, to the best of my knowledge.
I never really. I think my version of nightmares. I mean, it's a little different to another person's definition, but
What nightmares do you have?
all right. Well, there's that sleep paralysis one where like I saw or like I felt like somebody came into my room and literally said like we meet again or like it's nice to meet you, Jason.
What the fuck?
It's all I remember. Then I just couldn't move or like it's just very vivid from my memory. The other one was like I literally like I guess I killed someone and, and then I was just trying to like rush and figure out how to like dispose of the body, and somehow I successfully did that. And then I was like, all right, well, I might as well keep the spree going, right? I'm gonna get caught eventually, so I might as well just keep doing it. And then it's just like this weird like just pit of like feeling not really like feeling bad for the people that I killed, just like this isn't like a based moment. This is just what I felt in the dream. But like just like feeling like oh shit, this I'm kind of fucked now.
Those are surreal type horror dreams. Just the fucking someone we meet again, Jason.
Yeah.
That freaked me out a
All right,
little
it wasn't we meet
bit.
again. It was like it's nice to meet you. It's like he's meeting me for the first time. Now, the follow up to the dream would be interesting, where he says we meet again. That one would that one would be a little more interesting.
This could be a good fucking book right here. Or just fucking Dream Invader. There we
Yeah.
go. Title. It's amazing. Now, some of the nightmares that I recall. The last like actual vivid nightmare I remember having is when I was 12 or 13. Well, there was a moment of sleep paralysis, but I didn't see anything. Um, it was a remake of an old horror movie that we had just watched, House on Haunted Hill. I want to say it is. That might not be the name, but you're just waking up in the middle of the night, like terrified out of my mind. I keep on hearing fucking noises. I fall back asleep, and my dream is black and white, and I'm just going through like insane asylum type shit. It's
Weird.
spooky, ghostly. It's all black and white. It's very fucking cliche horror tropes, but the
Yeah.
terror you feel in your mind is very real. Um, but no, as a kid, I had more exciting nightmares, like playing Lego Star Wars on the PS2, and then all of the characters just turn red. Their eyes turn red, and they all just look at me through the TV screen. That's pretty good. Or
All right. Yeah, I do remember that.
we had a Frankenstein Halloween decoration, which is like the face of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And I remember my sister was in my room reading to me, and fucking 9 foot tall Frankenstein just walks into the room and starts marching towards me.
All right.
That's what, like, I don't know if you've ever seen someone do it, but where they're screaming and they're dreaming, but they are physically screaming, but they are screaming at such a high pitch that it's like a rasp. Like they're trying to scream, but they're peeking out pretty much.
No, I don't think I have. I don't think I've seen enough cartel beheading videos to see that.
No, it was one of those weird. You're screaming so loudly or so harshly that no sound is coming out.
That kind of. It's
I'll find a
fucked.
video. I'll find a video for you.
Thinking now about it, I've had a lot of dreams where things are trying to kill me. Um, one of the first dreams I can ever remember having, I was like very, very young. Do you know what the bear corduroy is, Jason? Like, did you ever read any of those books at all as a kid?
Uh, uh, I've definitely I've seen it before. I don't think it was read to me or I read it. So
But no, I had a stuffed animal of that bear.
yeah.
Um, and in my dream, it like there was like hundreds of them all trying to kill me. Um, I had a dream where the Wicked Witch of the West from the Wizard of Oz movie tried to kill me.
The fuck?
I actually like woke up on the floor, like I fell out of my bed after like during that dream and just woke up like terrified on my floor. Um, yeah. um, God, there was a show that I walked into the living room that my mom had on, and there was just this dude like killing someone with an axe. And I had a dream where he was taking the axe to me. Um,
Nice. I've had a dream where I was the person killing my mother, I think.
Hell yeah! I forget what the
But
premise was.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I guess. All right. So, what do you think these dreams really say about us? Personally.
Well,
I wonder if it's gonna say that I'm gonna be killed by someone. Like it's
All right. No,
some
I'm talking about our personalities because I don't think it's really ever that deep.
I think
Maybe
Molly.
maybe coincidences do happen. I've had a. I feel like when I was younger, I've had a dream before about a layout of a Goodwill that was before it was even made in our beloved town. And then I came there and it was like this weird deja vu, but I also kind of it's like I dreamt about this. I remember I dreamt about this particular moment. I mean, it's a stupid moment to be dreaming about, but it's also kind of surreal.
Yeah. Um, I think in Molly's case, she's more scared of death than she cares to admit. or she thinks her subconscious is thinking about it for her, since her conscious mind doesn't think about it at all. So you're actually repressing your fear of death, and that's why you're
That's
constantly
fair.
dying in your dreams.
I'm not dying in my dreams, otherwise I'd be dead.
You're being killed.
I'm being hunted.
As far as my dreams, I don't remember a lot of the more recent ones, but I like to imagine it's just the shit that I'm not actively thinking or worrying about. But it's still there, which is annoying because like I'm not thinking about it, but some part of me fucking is for whatever reason. Subconscious is stupid, all right? Why? I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. The nightmare, like, it really depends on the dream. Because if your fucking nightmare is just some shady motherfucker with a trench coat and red eyes saying "We meet again," it's
It wasn't
fucking.
that. It was.
Wait, what did this person look like in your dream, Jason?
I think it,
Was it Hat
I
Man?
I barely heard it. I
Is this
barely remember it, but okay. Actually,
Yeah.
this was actually around the time where I was actually writing dream diaries, like actually fucking writing shit down. Like I should keep doing that.
Maybe your conscious was speaking to you. It was trying to say hi to your subconscious. You were viewing it
It's
through the
nice to
wrong
meet you.
window. Yeah, is this who was saying the words to you? The fucking man in masked, blacked out figure.
That's pretty eerie. I think it was like a guy in a suit, but like here, let me see. I'm still looking for. I actually like had.
Do you know who the Hat Man is, Jason?
He's just a common sleep paralysis.
Oh, okay. So, oh, all right. So it was more. So it was a nap, and like I looked it up later, and like to achieve sleep paralysis, normally it's like in a different time frame of when you usually sleep. So like like some sort of nap. If you sleep on your back, that also helps it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so like
actually,
I filled both of those parameters, and it was perfect. Like I was like I was trying to get sleep paralysis. But so yeah, this is what happened. It felt like three dreams, or this is what I wrote down. I don't even remember writing this really because it was like immediately after it happened. It felt like three dreams in one. I tried opening my eyes to wake up, but doing that slightly felt like I was opening my eyes to an alternate reality in a fancy room. I did that for a little bit because it was quite pleasant to look at, and, and all of a sudden, I heard some scurrying noises as if someone entered my room. I attempted to look and see, but couldn't move any part of my body. After a bit, attempted to look and see, but couldn't move any. All right, couldn't move. Did I already say that?
no.
That's bad. All right. After a bit, the noises stopped, and the man's voice was heard eerily realistic, like I heard it for for real. Nice meeting you, Mister. Last name, placed here. And and like that, they left. I tried waking up after that, but felt as if I was paralyzed for a second. So instead, I opted for floating around to my door, like a spectator in my own reality. It felt fun, akin to your funny bone feeling when you drop suddenly. I returned to my bed, and it felt like it was affecting my breathing. It was still a dream-like state. I'm not sure what got me awoke, or what got me to awake, but all of a sudden I jolted awake, where I immediately checked my surroundings and reality, as the difference between dream and reality became skewed for a moment. All right, I drew that out longer than I should have, but that's interesting. I don't remember really writing that, which is usually the case when you're dreaming, but
Yeah. I tried to start a dream diary. I don't know what I did with it. If it was just like a notes app on my phone or what, but I tried to do it for a while because I was really interested in lucid dreaming. Because that
oh
seems like
yeah, that's like a life goal of mine is to do that for sure.
That's just being able to control your dream?
Yeah. What would you do, Molly, if you could lucid dream? What would you actively choose to dream about?
Well, there's been multiple times where I like have known that this is a dream. I just can't change anything in the dream.
Yeah, I've had that happen
But
too.
I don't know. It depends on like what my dream is. If I'm having a nice, happy dream, I don't care if I change it or not.
Yeah, but like
If I'm being chased by something, I will make them stop chasing me.
Yeah, but you're in complete control. What are you gonna do?
See, I'm in control of my regular life. I don't need to control my dreams too.
Why the fuck not? No. Lucid dreaming, I think it'd be fun just to... What the fuck? Oh, that's a funny meme. No, lucid dreaming would be fun. Yeah, I could just, like, have this podcast be filled with, like, millions of viewers. That could be something fun to lucid dream about.
Jason talking about his sleep paralysis. When I was younger, I would used to like wake up, like my brain fully aware, of like my surroundings and stuff. Like nothing ever happened. I didn't see any figures or hear any voices, but my body was physically unable to move. And it freaked me out so much when I was a kid.
Yeah.
No, but like, because when you hear people being like physically unable to move, you normally hear them like they're still in a dream. Like they're still kind of more so in a dream than they are awake. But like, I physically could not like sleep. I physically could not go back to sleep, and I would just be stuck in my bed for like an hour. Probably not that long because I didn't know what time was, but it felt that like it was that long because like you can't move, you can't do anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, okay, so I think I feel like whenever I talk about that story, I feel like a poser whenever I bring up like I had sleep paralysis because it afterwards is like, no, this couldn't happen to me. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
So I never really, I don't know. I'm hesitant to say, but like that sounds like an actual case. I mean, that is an actual case.
Yeah,
but
I've had one instance of sleep paralysis, just like, being, at least to my knowledge, physically awake, and my eyes were open, and I could see the apartment that I was in, but I could not move my body. It was still asleep, but my mind was just awake and open and active. I didn't see anything. It was just like a weird discombobulating feeling for about what felt like 5 or 10 minutes before I finally woke up. I don't know. Look, long story short, if you want to have sex dreams, lay on your stomach. That's
it's
what I
bad
remember.
to sleep on your stomach, apparently, according to one article that I read the title of.
I've heard that it is too, but I like having the pressure on my stomach when I'm having period cramps.
Molly likes sex dreams. There we go.
Not even
like when I'm on
all right.
Cocaine with Molly sounds like it could be interesting.
Coke mixed with Coke.
That used to be.
Actually, speaking of substances, I may or may not have a source.
Oh, for what?
Alcohol.
The only thing that they don't test for in the military, which is mushrooms. But
nice. You could buy some mushrooms at a fucking smoke shop, apparently, in my town. And
what the
your
fuck?
ex was telling me about it. Now she took the entire fucking bag, and yeah, they worked. I don't know if I want to buy mushrooms from a smoke shop, but
You only live once, right?
yeah.
Now, eventually, I mean, I want to get to the point where I'm already cool with the people that like, consume them. I just need to
Do it yourself.
ask, I guess. I guess I need to like take the step to like, hey, do you mind if I mooch off of you?
Yeah. Typical prices, $15 per gram, $20 if they give you like a decent sales pitch or say it's worth it. no more than $20 per gram. If it's your first time, I'd recommend taking 2 grams of mushrooms.
That's
Like
fair. I mean,
having
it seems like they have like some good experience. It's like 3 different people, and they've been doing it for a while, and
yeah.
it's not like microdosing. It's like they. It was interesting. Like the guy I was just talking to, we're outside for a cigarette. First cigarette I've had in like 2 months. All right,
Mhm.
but like, uh, yeah, he was like, I forgot what song it was because I was drunk as fuck off of $200 tequila, but he was like, he brought up a song and it's like, yeah, this is the first song that I listened to while I was high off of mushrooms. And it's like, that's interesting. And I asked him like how he felt during that time.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. Pink Floyd's pretty good. Dark Side of the Moon. I don't know. Listen to whatever music you enjoy that you think you'd enjoy. You don't have to listen to fucking 70s hippie psychedelic shit. It can be fun, but listening to fucking Suicide Boys while tripping is also fun, and that's not typical trip music. What
I'll
most people
probably
probably,
start with fucking like Cherub Rock or some shit. Start with Smashing Pumpkins.
yeah, started off good. You have
Speaking
to
of
go,
which,
yeah, you have to
speaking of
keep your,
something like familiar and then eventually go into like the trippy music that I've listened to before by like that Clartna guy. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. It just kind of came up. And like I was like I brought it up on New Year's and it's like, yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to try it, just don't have, any sources that I know of. And he's like he just pointed to himself like, I mean, I exist. Yeah.
hell yeah.
So
And you should take him up on that at some point.
I will. I mean, yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, so but yeah, I mean I feel like that was just kind of like a derailment, but
That's a business. That's a side hustle I've thought of starting. Cultivating my own mushroom farm.
you have to be careful about that, or is it
Well, psilocybin
just like
mushrooms are still illegal for whatever fucking reason, but like the actual growing environment isn't the most intensive. You don't need, you're not growing weed, or you don't need fucking a spotlight and a bunch of other shit to keep it perfect and it doesn't smell. You can just have like
yeah.
a small fish tank type space, make it work. Um, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy LSD more because I've only had, I'd say, like 1.5 shitty experiences or not enjoyable experiences while tripping, and one of them was on mushrooms. You know, the biggest thing, you just have to be entertained. Just sitting, like, doing nothing can be fucking boring. Or don't tell your friend you're gonna play Battlefield 1 with him, and then not figure out your PlayStation and feel like a little bitch because you can't figure out how to work a console.
Oh shit, that would be interesting actually.
I think you would start to relive some flashbacks from your ancestors if you start playing
You
Battlefield
think I
1.
would? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you'd see how the Germans lost. Those would be your memories.
Well, supposedly we our family fought in almost every war. So
Almost.
like, I mean, because we came like before like it was like the early 19 like before 1910s, early 1900s. At least my
Um,
family came over that I know of.
yeah.
Half of me kind of just wants to say fuck it and just do like the ancestry.com shit just so I can kind of see because like the government like already has my fingerprints and information anyway because of the military, but
It's only $100. I want to try it at some point.
Yeah.
the only problem is that yeah, they kind of succumb to government organizations if they're really curious about it, but
Yeah.
I feel like I really should do one of those.
Yeah.
There's so much of my family that I don't know.
Speaking of heritage, someone I've been friends with since 2018, I asked him if it was a bit, and he said it wasn't a bit. He thought I was Jewish the entire time he's known me.
why?
I asked him, and he said predominantly my nose.
All right, well he's just fucking that kind of guy then. The
You
hell?
don't even have
I've never seen you that way. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm more open to people. All right. Like I see
Well,
people
would it
like
be wrong if I
neutrally.
were Jewish? Is there an issue with that?
No, I see people like neutrally. Like if you told me you were fucking like Muslim and grew up in like North Africa, I'd be like, interesting. I'd want to hear the story behind that, but I mean, what the fuck? Fucking villager knows right there.
All right. We did have one person say that they wanted to join. I told them 5
Yeah.
minutes. It's been 15. I'm gonna switch to
All right.
callers, and then we can
Yeah.
see.
First off, I'd like to do because I finished my wine bottle and I have my moonshine in front of me. Tastes like shit, but I'd love to get a little more fucked up than I am because it's the
Hell
last time I'm gonna get fucked up for a while, probably till Black leaves. So why not?
yeah. Sounds good. Once that person joins, if they do, you should spam tastefully a couple of the soundboard bits.
I will for
Taste-
sure. Yeah.
Tastefully. All right. Tastefully.
All right.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we are in callers. The caller section, which is very fucking dusty and cold.
Wait, why are they in sleepy time? All right, I'm gonna grab something real quick. You guys can introduce.
Yeah,
Welcome.
because I haven't given them privileges yet. It's my bad. I guess that's all of our bad because we have the same permissions.
Take away their privileges. They are of Caucasian descent. They don't need any more.
That's true.
Hello.
Hello. Why is it so cold? It says transfer spots.
You're a good man, Arthur Morgan. Good man. Guess
Yes. What? I don't
I'm
know.
afraid.
Said
You're a good man, Arthur Morgan.
tastefully. God damn it.
Good man.
What?
Jason.
Oh jeez. That scared me so bad. Okay. Well,
All right, welcome to the
volume
Opinion Pilot
working now.
Podcast. I am your host, Nocam Diggle.
I said tastefully. All right, that was not fun.
You knew as soon as you said tastefully, I would do that.
I did
All right.
not. I oh.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'd like to introduce on another caller. Tired of everyone's shit. What would you like us to call you again?
My name is fine. I don't know if you remember it or not. Mara.
All right, you didn't
And
have to remind me.
Roger-
All right, I have
Roger
a
is
great
also
memory.
next to us.
Roger, is that the alien from American Dad? He's with you at the moment.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
I guess we can talk about dreams. Do you guys dream a lot?
I do.
What
do
was
you
your
dream of?
Yeah, what was your most recent dream?
Oh man. I don't remember at the second.
Wow. Moonshine is something else. Dude, I'm like right after this segment, like right after this podcast, I'm dumping this shit down the sink. This is horrible. So you don't remember at the moment.
No quitting. All right, drink the.
Yeah.
fucking-
Didn't I tell it to you, Roger? What do you remember my last dream being?
I don't barely remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
All right, we'll take that.
What are your thoughts on the Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition being on Netflix?
I don't have Netflix. I don't know.
We don't play Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I don't. I have no
it-
opinion on.
Is it too violent?
No,
why?
just not into it.
Why are you into it? It's about a middle-aged dad, a guy, some
I
African
have
American
not
from the
good
hood, and then a
experiences with
man from
middle-aged
Blaine
dads.
County who lives in a trailer home. That's GTA 5.
Just definitely not my cup of tea.
What is your cup of
Who
tea?
do you like to play?
Tell them what
Guys,
you're playing. Right?
I'm literally sitting on Roblox right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
At least I'm not on Fortnite.
Hey, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. How about that?
I do agree with that. At least she's not on Fortnite.
Fuck you too. You
You
were
were playing for hours before this.
No, I don't agree with. I don't actually
No,
agree
you
with
know
that
what?
sentiment. Look, I play it. I don't particularly enjoy it. Am I influenced? Yes.
Oh, so I'm the problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're. The,
Yeah.
you're like you introduced me to methamphetamine. You know.
Yeah, and methamphetamine gave you 3 fucking victory royale.
Sure.
Fuckerin'.
4 actually, right? Because we got one today.
Yeah, you've had 4 in total. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
4 methamphetamines?
Yeah.
Or what? Just 4 methamphetamines?
Yeah, like what?
That's like gasoline. What, like 4 gas? How are you gonna count this?
4 gas. I can count. I know how to fucking count, Jason.
only the OGs will understand that reference. All right. All right. What are your thoughts on taking a shit in a Subway sandwich?
Kind of reminds me of Burger King foot lettuce.
That is an old
You can
meme.
speak on that. You worked at Burger King.
Yeah. Number 15 did not exist actually on the menu. It only went up to number 15, and I think that was the original original chicken sandwich. Or it was the fish. It might have been the
There's
fish.
apparently a haunted Burger King or abandoned Burger King in the town next to me.
All right. Well, haunted doesn't exist, and
How do you know?
but,
Can
I
you
mean
see
everything.
beyond this wall?
Everything can be explained by science.
What about what science can't see or can't explain?
Science can literally explain everything. Shoot me
No.
something.
Literally that.
Literally
Haunting,
what?
ghosts. Like spirituality is not science.
God isn't scientific.
Basically.
I mean,
Because
he
a lot
can't.
of
He
what
kind of
they
can be, right?
say, like about him or just like religion itself has to be changed to fit into science, otherwise it just doesn't make sense.
Not really. I mean, nothing.
That's why they've altered the
The
Bible
Big
so
Bang
much.
Theory. You
part
know,
of
something
why.
came from nothing, right? It's the excitement of energy that just exploded. I mean, you could make an argument that God created that.
Genesis doesn't talk about dinosaurs, like ever. It never once mentions them.
Yeah, because dinosaurs are fake, created by the big government corporation.
I can't believe that.
It's
Actually, fucking-
possible. I mean, how do they actually know what they were? Some random person literally had to make a random noise and say, I bet that's what a dinosaur sounded like.
that is horribly misconceptualized. All right, they found the bones. They found the structure of it.
How did they find out that like what sound a pterodactyl makes? How did that come to be without someone just
First off, they
screaming
don't
and
they
that's what
don't
it sounds
really
like?
they don't really know. All right,
Exactly.
what you're basing it off of is like Hollywood films like Jurassic Park. B
No.
is like they can base it off of like, you know, bone structure can predict what flesh could and maybe look like, and then they can maybe predict the vocal cords of said structure. Right? So
It's the best educated guess, yeah.
But it's
and
still
I'm a wine I literally just drank a wine and I'm on some moonshine and I'd absolutely destroyed that.
Okay, buddy.
Yep, alright.
Hey, what if dinosaurs sounded like cats? All right, they could have just been really loud fucking meows.
Like a
Cat, they, yeah.
That'd be cute.
You know what's not cute? A fucking dinosaur eating you. All right. Do you think
No.
What does that have to do with anything?
you want to live 65 million years ago? Do you think that'd be fun to live with
What
dinosaurs?
are the closest like living or like relative to dinosaurs supposedly right now that are alive?
Birds.
Humans.
What is that? Is that a fish? A fish. Wasn't it like a crocodile or something?
Fish.
Alligators. I mean, birds are like an ancestor of dinosaurs. Dinosaurs have feathers.
Chickens.
Chickens, I mean, chickens are like, closer to dinosaurs than fucking reptiles are, So,
What if all dinosaurs sounded like chickens?
It'd be really hard to take them as like basically take them seriously. Why would you be scared of them if they sounded like that? Or why would you assume? But why would you assume they would eat you if they sounded like that?
If they're bigger than me and got sharp teeth, I'm pretty sure they're hungry.
Oh no, I've seen people pet tigers before and they roll over on their backs and purr and it's so cute.
You should try that sometime.
Go to a nice zoo. Climb
Go
into
to
the
the-
tiger cage.
Yeah.
Field trip.
We thought about doing that to one of our friends. I mean, he never came with us to the trip, but I feel like there had to have been a joke made about throwing him over to the tiger enclosure.
Elias?
Probably.
I think so.
I mean, he obviously
Maybe
was
that's
like,
why he didn't go.
I got a question for you, Mara. How well do you think you do in a fight against a tiger? Like, it's trying to kill you.
I wouldn't. I
Well,
would die.
I want a detailed description. Like, what's your first plan of attack?
I mean, I literally, I think I would be defenseless.
No, you have your fists. You have your feet. You have teeth.
They literally can grab onto a leg and drag you off, and you're done.
can they actually like literally do that?
Yes,
Literally?
I watched a video of a forest in Taiwan that has a road that goes through it, and this lady and husband got in this argument. She got out of the car. A tiger jumped out of a tree, grabbed her leg, and dragged her off, and like with one swoop killed her. Like one
Husband.
swoop of his paw killed her.
That's impossible. There's the government regulates death videos online. You've never seen anyone die on the
Fucking
internet.
Instagram Reels.
That's
I-
bull.
Yeah.
I will pull-
You watch one in school one time with other people, Jason.
Saddam Hussein hanging? Yeah, of course you did.
I'm gonna pull up an Instagram video of a tiger killing somebody. Give me 2 fucking minutes to find one. I will show it to Molly.
It was on Twitter, not Instagram.
See it for proof.
I don't want to see someone die online.
You're gonna have to see it.
Have you seen it before? Have you seen
I-
anyone die online, Molly?
What?
Have you seen anyone die yet online?
I mean, probably in car crash compilations, people die.
Why do you watch car crash compilation? I feel like that is like a
I put them on. They're fun to watch.
And I'm just in the living room on the couch, and I'm just like, okay.
Well,
I feel like
Mara,
that's like a canon moment for everyone to watch car crash compilations, but still.
funny, all right? And then like the really bad ones, you just like, holy fuck, they're fucking dead. They are
Yeah.
dead. No,
They make me not want to drive.
they make me want to drive better.
It
Yeah,
just
the
makes
tiger
me
fucking-
nervous of other stupid drivers not knowing what they're going to do.
because he wants
Defensive
to kill
driving.
the tiger. Jason, can I send you a video of this tiger just taking a woman out of the vehicle and just running off with her?
Go ahead. Let's see if I remember this in the morning.
I don't think I can save this video. And you don't have Instagram, do you?
No,
I do have Instagram actually.
No
Am I
count.
following you?
Probably not.
Probably not. You're right.
I
Damn.
don't think either.
I'll favorite it. I'll send it to you at some other point. But Molly can confirm this tiger mauled this woman. She is done.
I've seen some before.
Jason, how do you think you do in a tiger fight? What's your first plan?
All right. So how would I do in a fight?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd win.
Can I intervene and say you have to be weaponless?
No, I could literally be weaponless and naked. I'd win. I've been trained by the U.S. government, so
Against tigers specifically?
against anything.
Do they just have a cage and
Like
they
with a
have you
tiger?
in it and they reveal a tiger?
They
and you just
reveal
Trying to
everything.
survive.
It starts with a tiger, and it ends with a human.
Did you have to do the thing where they throw you in a gas chamber and you have to make it to the end without dying?
All right. Well, I mean, the last. All right. Was it an actual joke? Because like they do a gas chamber, but that is just like tear gas.
No, that wasn't a joke.
Yeah, of course I did. Of course I was in a gas chamber.
You sound so offended that that was a question.
The audacity. No, that's a fair question. That's a fair question.
How did you do?
Fine. There's people. I mean, they told us to walk out. You know,
Because a lot
and
of
there's people
literally
running.
have to drag
Like,
out
it's-
of there. So that's what I'm wondering how you did.
It sucked, but it didn't suck that bad. I actually held the people back from running out because they told us not to run out.
Oh.
Like, we're walking out. All right. This is what they said. It wasn't. I mean, of course. I mean, it sucked, but like, you're coughing. I barely
Mhm.
remember it. I'll probably have to relive that in a couple months because I have to renew it with my
Oh.
unit. But I mean, it's not that bad. It's a very like sobering moment.
So you're saying
Like a feel
Nice.
alive moment.
when I see
I mean,
you
it
next
feels
to-
less alive than jumping out of an aircraft, but you do feel alive. Yeah.
Mhm.
So Jason, when I see you next, I can rig the Crown Vic to just be ready to explode with tear gas, get you in. Molly and I hop out, lock
Yeah.
you in, and you'll be fine.
And I just stare at you like a fucking NPC in a fucking Rockstar game. Like, are you guys getting in?
I'll put that to the test. I'll find a way.
You're gonna get your hands on tear gas.
I don't
That's
think it could be
badass.
that- I don't think it could be that difficult. I could fucking make tear gas. There's gotta be
Honest,
easy.
yeah, probably.
You know, isn't it like gasoline and styrofoam? That's a good way to make napalm. Like some sort of thickening agent to gasoline. That's all you need for it. It's simple. Yeah. So Mara, what are your thoughts on the Jeffrey Epstein list? Have you heard or seen anything about it?
The list?
Yeah.
Apparently, no. A list with people's names. There's your claws. A list of people tied to him. Is that what it is?
They were associated with him and they were on the island at some point, supposedly.
I've seen a few like conspiracy-esque videos of things like that, but I haven't seen a full list of everybody.
You know, we got our all-time favorite Michael Jackson. He's on the list.
Really?
Bill Clinton, Donald Trump,
That's believable.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Kevin Spacey.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on Epstein? How much do you know of the situation?
Wasn't he the island and trafficked people or something?
Yeah, the island traffic. So like he set up an area in the middle of the ocean where like boats were basically like stoplights. So like he controlled traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Child predator.
Oh, that too, I guess.
What the fuck are you sending? All right.
Jason, how drunk are you right now?
I don't think he's drunk at all, right? Completely sober.
I feel I feel fine.
Alright, I was about to say, what the fuck is Tabasco?
Tabasco.
What's wasabi? That was me eating wasabi sauce.
I want to try real wasabi, not like the horseradish. The horseradish one isn't bad, but like I want to try.
Real wasabi fucking sucks. You feel like you can't.
It does.
I want to try the real thing, and
Alright. So Mara, how's your 2024 been so far? New year, new you, right?
It's seeing it in the perspective of that, it's just been eh. But if you look at it as nothing really changed because it was eh on the last day of December.
Everything has changed. Like as soon as the clock struck midnight, I remarked to Molly, like, can't you smell that New Year's air?
You didn't.
The air was crisp. I said that to you.
I don't remember you
did
saying
the air feel different?
The air was crisper. All right, it had a starkness to it.
We were inside.
I know. But, like I could still sniff. I can still breathe air inside.
It will just be the same air then.
It
You
was
know,
different.
I could see that. You know, as soon as it turned, I fist bumped a few guys, and you know, and then they continued their argument that they're having.
What were they arguing about?
They're arguing about some past shit. It was like some old past shit that they just like keep arguing about, but like eventually, you know, you know, I disrupted it for like a second, and then they just went right back to it. It's like it was like a canon moment that they had to argue about like the same thing they have like a billion times before.
Do you enjoy the occasional argument you have with someone, Jason? Or do you not really?
I don't really like our arguing with people.
An enjoyable argument, wouldn't that be called a debate?
True.
What was that?
An enjoyable argument, wouldn't that rather be called a debate?
I'd say it depends if it's like a productive topic. You know, if you're debating political ideas and the pros and cons of each, that's a debate.
Yeah.
You know, if you're arguing, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's personal interpretation. Like if you're arguing if dark green is the best color in the world, I'd say that's an argument more so than a debate. I mean, it's technically kind of the same thing. Could go both ways, but in my mind, I like to think of debates as more classy, like slightly more sophisticated. Arguments are just no.
I always just view arguments as if people are like angry, debates are more of just discussing topics with a different point of view.
I think my problem is that whether somebody's arguing with me or not, I just view it as a debate. So I just like act like I'm better than them, like that you know, that Family Guy. You know, you guys always act like you're better than me. Except that's me in real life. You know, I just like, you know, that's a fair point. However, you know, when that however is dropped, everything is about to go fucking south.
You wish that our school had a debate team, not like mock trial.
No, because we all sucked at debating. All right. I personally should have won that debate for for the fucking execution, but
No, the teacher liked our side more, so that's why he didn't win.
she didn't really have any thought behind it. She didn't really explain why. She's just like,
Mara, what are your thoughts on the death penalty? Is it warranted, and who for?
Yes, I'd say I would be more in favor of it when it's a murderer or, you know, crimes that had to do with children. It's
like
very
yeah.
situational. Yeah, it's a very incredibly situational way of punishment.
Does it depress you to know that with the current system with the death penalty in place, it actually costs more money to put someone on death row, kill them, all that shit, versus just life in prison?
Do you think we
Uh,
should focus more on money or vengeance?
Vengeance.
All right.
What's the difference between the two nowadays, though?
I mean, one is economical, the other is emotional.
I believe they could be used either way.
What do you mean by that?
Money's quite powerful. Money can outbuy emotions.
Yeah, so I mean, in that case, then we shouldn't be executing people, then, right?
Well, I didn't say that. I mean, in like, if you can prove to me without a doubt that it was premeditated, and it it was he was completely in the wrong, or whoever it was completely in the wrong. Yeah, slap the death penalty on them. They get what they deserve. But if it's someone that, regardless of self-defense, that went too far, or has mental issues, or they claim to be crazy, I don't know how all them tests and stuff work, but if they can prove with the sole mind they did it with pure intention to just to kill, just regardless of rage, then yeah.
Okay, me personally, I think regardless, they should be kind of fucked. But going with your argument, that's pure emotional. That's that's your whole argument is emotional. Economically, you said money speaks louder than emotions, right? So, um, if executions cost more than just putting someone life in prison, why don't we just put everyone life in prison then, since money speaks louder than emotions?
I believe that is because they know that you will get killed in prison anyways. If you were a child rapist, or you tortured someone, you kidnapped someone, you
Okay, well
killed
they don't
anyone,
execute child
you're probably
rapists.
gonna get killed in prison. So they know they don't need to spend the money on a proper execution when you're gonna get the
And said the
beating you
general
probably
population.
deserve.
I don't think
Yeah,
that really has anything to do with anything. I think it's just like
that's a
kind of like
factor.
an eye for an eye kind of like concept. You killed someone, you get to get killed. As fucked up as what they do is, and of course they're reprehensible pieces of society and probably should be shoved down a drain inside a sink and then shredded to bits and pieces and then flushed down a toilet. I mean, it's the whole societal idea is it's an eye for an eye. So I mean, I guess according to our society, whatever they do, if it's not murder, it's not it's not bad enough to get killed for it.
I guess, yeah. Some murderers got the death penalty, others didn't, like Ted Bundy. We saw what happened to him.
That's another thing, is that how inconsistent it is. We don't really have, like, some people will kill 30 people inside a mall, but like some person who killed like 2 or 3 people, it's more emotional because it's less of a statistic. So they're gonna get tried harder.
Yeah, I mean, I just think like a Boston Marathon bomber, terroristic attack, kind of fits the bill for what most people would consider like death penalty worthy. But no, he just gets to spend his time in Geronimo Bay.
Yep.
We could just like put them to work. I think that's like fair slave labor.
I could see that, like trade jobs or like easy trade jobs.
I want fucking Ted Bundy on me with the job site.
No, like easy ones, like where they're separated from us. Like they're working on railroads or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but you need constant armed guards to like have guns on them at all times. I mean, it would work still, but
I mean, of course, but
I'd rather them just like die.
Yeah, but it costs more.
Who fucking who? They deserve death.
Okay, so you say you think emotion speaks louder than your the economy, the economics of the whole situation.
I think it should.
Do you think it should, or do you think it does? So you're like, okay, it doesn't fucking matter if you like, even if it's like a rage like murder, like you did this, there's no second chances. You're fucked. You're done.
Well, someone like Ted Bundy, who did get the death penalty, he deserved it. And I don't think...
Why do you say that? I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm just trying to dissect this.
Killed multiple women. Just, not a great person.
Okay, well, like,
but
I bet he volunteered to like certain places, and like I've said before,
have you?
like he cut in half like planks of wood. Like it's kind of the same thing.
I don't know if this just came out recently, but the person that Ted Bundy was like in a very long-term relationship with, the one that had a kid, they apparently have like a Amazon not documentary, like where they're talking about living with him and being like around him. And I got this information that I'm saying right now off of TikTok, but apparently there was a time where he and the daughter were playing hide and seek, and he was naked under a blanket, and then he chased her and got hard from chasing her.
That sounds in line with him.
Yeah. So like just hearing things like that just make me be like, yeah, he fucking deserved that. Like even more than I already thought he did.
Yeah, but like, money speaks louder than emotions, so we shouldn't, kill them.
I think we could just do simpler execution methods. I mean, there's the onion video, there's that, but also,
yeah,
like, after the sentencing, just have it like be a week out firing squad.
a day after.
In the courtroom.
Zero chance for fucking second chances,
Right after the case.
Yeah, let's make sure that like innocent people like go to death right away too.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I mean, our population is growing anyway. We have all these extra people coming into our country, so we might as well just start killing off our own guys.
What are your thoughts on immigrants entering our country illegally?
They're literally like the workforce of our country, isn't it? Like, I mean, at least for like lower classes or like lower. Like they're a big part of our workforce, whether we like to admit it or not. So
what do you propose we do about illegal immigrants entering our country?
Fuck it. I mean, if the fucking rich people are gonna sit there and pretend that they, don't want them, but use them and use them for their own jobs anyway, I mean, might as well just fucking just keep letting it happen. I guess I don't really care personally, but
that's not an option. It's
not an option. Okay, 2024. I have to give a shit.
Yeah.
All right. So the whole idea of a country, what? All right. What's the point of having the idea of a country or like certain territories, if people can just kind of like walk into like, just past borders, right? I mean, I'm not I'm, I understand like certain situations are like dire and they need to like maybe cross, or like they're in shitty situations they need to get over, but like, I mean, what's the point of having like a political or official idea of a country if we just let people come into or come through our borders and just fucking
don't enforce it.
Yeah, and just not enforce it, and just kind of like fucking, just let them. I guess just kind of like exist as if like they've always been here. Again, I'm not. The whole weird thing about this argument is that it's kind of like dehumanizing.
Yeah.
But like at the same rate, I mean, it's the whole idea of the whole idea that humanity is based off of, we're very territorial. We have like nations. So what's the point of having borders if we're just going to allow people to just walk over them, I guess? Did I win? What? So somebody have a counter argument? All right.
No, but honestly, I don't care too much. It's
All right, but in your case, you have to though, right? Because I had to for my argument. I took a very political and objective approach to it.
see, because I don't know too much about like the whole. Obviously, you don't know why people are coming over or why they aren't. But like
Well, I mean, you can choose to believe that. You can see like certain trends.
I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh, they're bringing drugs over." And they're all just bringing drugs and stealing all our jobs, which I
All
don't
right,
really
first off, the jobs they're quote unquote stealing, nobody wants to work for anyway, right?
Exactly. They're helping us in that regard.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, they're literally the workforce, whether we like to admit it or not, the workforce in that kind of economy. So
they are helping us in ways, so I think it's fine for the most part. I mean,
okay, so you think we should just open our borders, just allow everyone to just come in?
No, not
Really what she said.
it's not that I'm fine with like, "Oh, come in, welcome, welcome everyone. It's a party now. Pick up some fucking tools and start working."
All right, what do you think it should be then?
I feel like if they come over here and they are like willing to like work and should be easier for them to get like either provide them a work visa or just a regular like visa to like have them be able to live here.
Okay, so like a big part of it, they don't really like, it's not like crossing, via the wall. Like that was a big thing for some reason. It's actually getting a work visa and then overstaying their visas. That's how a lot of them like stay in the U.S.
Let them stay.
So you think we should just open our borders? Just allow
That's
them to
not what
just...
she said, though.
I mean, that's essentially what it is. I mean, overstaying their
No.
visas, that's what the majority of them do. You come over
Their
and
visas.
just
If
let
they
them overstay their
qualified to
visas.
get a visa, then they're probably qualified enough to stay.
So just immediately just grant them citizenship.
How long are those visas typically? Like
I mean,
6 months or something. So they have 6 months on top of whatever they stay after. So it isn't an immediate grant of citizenship if they've been here almost a year.
I mean, it practically is compared to a lot of other situations, such as refuge, people seeking refuge. That's it's also a long process.
I feel like they should be welcome to stay the entire time until, like, if they are working to try and get, like, a visa to stay longer or for permanent citizenship, like, they should be able to stay in the country until that's done and dealt with, for sure. But I just
What do you mean by that? Stay in the country until what's done and dealt with? Their citizenship?
yeah.
Well, like, what if they don't apply for citizenship? They just overstay their visa and they just kind of just stay here and just kind of just disappear.
Then they can stay here.
So, like, the whole conceptualize the idea of borders, it doesn't really apply to, visas.
You know what? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's open our border to everybody. Like,
This is a genuine question. I mean, it's
I'm not saying that everyone is welcome by
well, like anyone who's allowed to
just
obtain a
cross the
visa should be able
border.
to overstay it and become a U.S. citizen.
If you get a visa to work here,
Yeah.
you should be able to stay here.
So if you're granted permission to come to another country to work, you're just automatically granted citizenship?
If you would like to stay, yes. Not like automatic citizenship. There should be other things that they have to deal with.
Okay, what other things should they have to
Stay
do
here
to
if they
get, get the access to citizenship? I don't want this to get heated. I'm just genuinely curious, like, and for sake of argument. But
I don't know what goes into regularly getting a citizenship, but it should be somewhere along the lines of that.
so along the lines of a waiting list and then having to,
No,
answer or
like,
memorize certain things.
yeah, sure.
Okay, so then we just have traditional borders then, how we
You were the one that was putting the words in my mouth.
what words have I put in your mouth? I'm just trying to repeat back to what your argument has consisted of. Things that I've questioned on, I've waited for you to debunk, and so far you've debunked, 3 or 4 of my arguments, and then I'm just repeating back and seeing what else you have to provide to it. So essentially, we just kind of circled back to normal citizenship, is just being able to, do the traditional citizenship test, and then. But what do you mean by that extra stuff you have to do to obtain citizenship after a visa?
She left.
All right. So I guess I'm curious on your opinion.
On my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you started the the question or the whole questioning on everyone, so I'm curious on yours.
So like immigrants as a whole. No, I think there should be an idea of like a country that has borders. It's not just walk in as you please, walk out as you please. However, I think that process for applying for work visas, there's got to be a way to make it more streamlined, more efficient, to where you can tell if someone's, the what's the word I'm looking for here? The optimistic view of it. Like, this is just a person wanting to come to our better country to enjoy our better benefits, and they want to work, provide, for their family, yada yada. Okay, we can let them stay for a work visa, work in the country. You work here for, 6 months, a year, no issues with the law, with your job, you're paying your shit on time. Then you're eligible to apply for citizenship. I mean, probably have a better quiz. I think, I remember seeing a video about our citizenship quiz for this country, asking about the history, like who were some of the first presidents. No one fucking citizens of the country.
That's what. All right, that's how I feel too. Is that like not even fucking the normal fucking American knows that shit?
Like laws, not like the really obscure ones, because again, most people don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of the laws, exact details, but some of the more simplistic shit. Some general questions. Is murder legal in the United States of America? Just answer the questions right. And then, I don't know, have it be like a fucking probation period. You have 2
Yeah.
years. You're a citizen, you get all the benefits, but, if you fuck up tremendously, then, deported.
All right. Honestly, I think that's not a bad idea. I think, I mean, obviously, yeah, the idea of borders have to exist. This whole argument is dehumanizing in the whole extent of it. Just like, what should we do with these people? Even though they're in their own particular circumstances and have their own reasons of coming over and wanting to get out of their fucking country and wanting to stay here instead. I mean, obviously we want to be open arms about it, but I mean, there's a reason why we have borders. So, I mean, we have to be we have to be just about it, right? But I think the current test and the current waiting list is kind of fucked. So, like, the waiting list is horribly long. That's another. I feel like there's a lot of reasons why people like illegally come here, and it's because of our fucking shitty system of getting in here to begin with. But
Yeah. Okay, so here are some of the questions they ask. What is the supreme law of the land?
What?
what the fuck does that mean?
In America, what is the supreme law of the land? It's an easy question. You guys are overthinking it. What was America, what's the big thing we talk about? Like, what makes us so much better than all the other countries?
Freedom.
All right. Kind of, but what do
Yeah.
we call freedom here? What's our fancy word for it?
I'm still overthinking this.
You are. It guarantees us certain things.
Our rights.
You're almost on the nose. What do we call those? What's that written piece of document that details our rights?
Constitution.
There you go. That's supreme
All
law,
right.
right?
All right, we
All
got
right,
it at the same time.
You guys can't be U.S. citizens anymore. You failed.
All right.
All right,
Supreme
yeah,
law. That's such a dumb question. It's such a dumb way to word it.
All right, this is another stupid one. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words?
We the people.
Oh shit, there we go. You can be a U.S. citizen.
Thank you.
How many amendments does the Constitution have?
13.
Fucking stupid. 27.
I know. I just said that because of the colonies.
Yeah, what are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence?
Freedom to vote.
No.
Free speech.
No. Declaration of Independence, what are 2 rights?
Bill of Rights.
No, alright, you failed.
The right to bear arms.
No, that's in the Constitution. That's the Second Amendment.
Declaration of Independence. The only answers it's giving me are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Right, buddy. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Who makes federal laws? How many U.S. senators are there?
There's 2 for every state, so it should be about 100, right?
Yep. How many years are senators elected for?
So, 2?
Wrong. You're not a citizen.
Fuck. It's not 4 for sure. Is it 6?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, these questions, like, some of them, I don't think it's that important that you know, like, the specifics. Because if you want to educate yourself about how any government works, it's going to be different for every fucking country. You don't
Yeah.
really need to know how it works. The most important thing you need to do, and I think that could be a better question, is how do you vote? Or what are the required documents to vote? Like, how do you partake in our democracy?
Yeah, I agree with that. It's like, how do you? I mean, all right, some of these are like, preschool level, but like, I just kind of forgot throughout time. It's not really like a very prime part of my life. But like something like, what documents do you need to register, or what are like the certain like parameters of?
I don't like this question. What are
But
the two major political parties in the United States?
all right, that's fucking stupid.
There you go.
Yeah, two-party system needs to be abolished.
Mm-hmm.
What? What the fuck are these? There's 100. All right, here's this is the American history section. What is one reason colonists came to America?
Freedom of religion.
A plus.
Thank you.
Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Your answers are America. What the fuck?
Pioneers.
Your answers are American Indians or Native Americans.
Native Americans didn't exist. We wiped them out of existence. All right.
What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves?
European, white Europeans.
There's no revisionist history, Jason. I like that they do ask this though. Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes without representation, because the British army stayed in their houses, or because they didn't have self-government.
All 3.
Sure.
I mean, that's an actual part of the like, what is it, like the 3rd or 4th Amendment, the housing of the U.S. or like military in general.
What the fuck? What did Susan B. Anthony do?
I don't fucking remember. What is she like? Freedom for like females or what? For voting?
I'm guessing. Yeah, one of the answers fought for women's rights.
Yeah, there we go.
Who was president during World War One?
Eisenhower.
Dumbass. The boot guy?
Oh, it's Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, there you go.
I actually just looked that up. That's
Hey.
bad. I should actually know that.
This is another good one. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? It's a one-word answer.
Wasn't it like the lack of rations?
Nuclear.
Nope. Nope.
Nothing to do with nuclear bombs?
During the Cold War, what was
Satellites?
the main concern of the United States? It is a
Russia?
All right. You're
Communism?
on the right track. There you go.
Yeah.
What
I
major
was thinking
event-
too broadly. My bad.
What major event happened on September 11th, 2001?
Bill of Rights.
A plus.
Thank you.
All right, geography. Name one of the 2 longest rivers in the United States.
Mississippi River.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where is the Statue of Liberty?
South Africa.
Is that really a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so that one wasn't. That's not that bad.
Fucking send it. There's 100 questions, and I'm not sure how many you have to get right, but
I am curious what like the success rate is, but
I mean, fuck, if we had to take this right now, I don't think any of us would be.
No, I mean
would
I obviously wouldn't pass, but I feel like I
But
mean I respect anyone who does this and like fucking they like this country enough to like fucking remember all this shit. Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
the original 13 colonies.
Yeah. Did you read that?
No, I just know my American history because I'm a true fucking patriot, unlike the
Yeah,
rest of
hell
you.
yeah. Wait, did you say unlike?
Yeah.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Hey, my grandfather served. That's more than you can say.
Yeah, that's true.
He was a Navy cook. All right, military
Oh,
runs.
fuck yeah. What was it? That fucking guy from Red Dead?
Fucking
Pearson? That fat fuck?
Yeah, picture like a fat fuck, but an abusive fat fuck. That's
Hell yeah. So just Pearson
yeah.
from Red Dead?
I'm curious. All right, Mara,
Mhm.
if you thought about it at all, what's one country that you'd prefer to move to besides this current country?
Um, I think you asked me this already, and I don't know.
That's fair. Jason, is there another country you want to live in?
Australia.
Fuck it, I'll go with it. All right. All right, this is from the .gov. To pass the test, you must answer 20 of the following multiple choice questions, answer all 5 of the Australian values questions correctly, and get a mark of at least 75% overall. All right,
Okay.
All right, what do we commemorate on Anzac Day?
Um, isn't that their separation or something from Britain, kind of like our Independence Day?
We'll try. The answer I put, the arrival of the first free settlers from Great Britain.
Oh.
What are the colors of the Australian Aboriginal flag?
Oh crap. I don't actually know. Maybe red?
Fuck it, there's an option with red. I'll choose it. What is the Commonwealth coat of arms?
What?
I'm gonna go with the national anthem. What happened in Australia on the 1st of January 1901?
Are there choices?
The Australian Constitution was changed by a referendum. The separate colonies were united into a federation of states called the Commonwealth of Australia, or the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps was formed.
I'd say B.
I agree. What is the capital city of Australia?
Mm, Isn't it Melbourne?
Brisbane,
What?
Canberra, or Perth?
It's Sydney, isn't it?
No, I want the answer. Brisbane, Canberra, or
It's
Perth?
Sydney.
Perth? All right.
That's my guess.
Canberra.
Each of these is an example of freedom of speech. People can peacefully protest against a government action. Men and women are treated equally in a court of law, or Australians are free to not follow a religion.
All of the above?
That's not an
First
answer,
one.
but I'll
It's
go with
all
the first one.
it's all of the above. What the fuck?
Men and women are treated equally in a court of law. That's not like freedom of speech. That's just equal rights.
Equal rights. All right. Well, all right. What was it? What were the What were the options again?
People can peacefully protest against government.
Or is the
Men
first
and
one?
women. Yeah, I chose that. Which of these statements about government in Australia is correct? The government does not allow some religions. The government in Australia is secular, or religious laws are passed by Parliament.
Two.
The government is secular. What is an example of equality in Australia? Men and women have equal rights. Fucking stupid. Which of these is the responsibility of a citizen over 18 years? To attend local council meetings, to vote federal and state or territory elections, and in a referendum, to have a current Australian passport. I'm guessing the passport.
Probably.
Which of these statements about passports is correct? Australian citizens can apply for one, permanent residents can hold one, or Australian citizens need a passport and a visa to return to Australia. I'm guessing the passport.
They shouldn't visa to return back. I don't think it's that one.
I thought a lot of I thought like European countries, I mean, I'm sure they have like government issued IDs, but I feel like a lot of places they need a passport as well. That's your international ID. I might
Right.
be wrong. I just want the quiz to be over. Just tell me I can be a fucking citizen.
Right.
No, because you have to study. You have to learn about their country.
No, I want to pass this quiz first time without ever fucking trying. The Australian Commonwealth. What is a
I actually,
referendum? A
if
vote
I were to
change-
move anywhere but the U.S., my first choice probably would be Australia.
Copycat. What about New Zealand? All right, it's
New
new.
Zealand. I mean, that's yeah, but it's close to Australia, and I might as well just do Australia, right? They have like
No.
magpies. They literally have cockatiels as fucking just like a normal bird just exists there. That's cool as fuck. Or cockatoos, just a normalized bird.
Oh shit. I kind of skipped through there's 20 questions. I got 50%. I failed.
Oof.
Fucking pathetic loser.
All right.
Nah, I probably wouldn't get it either.
I'm sending you this fucking quiz. You can take it in your own goddamn time.
I will.
All right, so not every country is I mean, it's not 100 questions, so I do give them props for that. And this is only a practice test, but I don't know. On one hand, like I get that as the idea of the head of a country, you want your citizens to like be prideful, to know your country's values. But I don't really feel like I hold a lot of American values, or maybe I do. I just don't realize it.
Interesting. So Anzac Day is their version of Veterans, or no, not Veterans Day. Memorial Day.
Interesting.
Armistice Day, you might call it.
So I think the memo is that Jason, you cannot be an Australian citizen. You are stuck in America for the rest of your life.
You motherfucker. That's me resetting.
I think I need to do the PS4 off sound for you.
Oh, what?
So Mara, do you have any excitements for this year? Anything you're hoping for? Or not really?
A new car.
What do you want to get?
Anything.
No, you got to be picky. All right, if you're gonna drive a vehicle every day, you want it to be good.
You watched a 2022 Toyota Camry.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
The Toyota Camry, the rental that you drove.
Yes, it was the best thing that I ever touched.
I said the vehicle.
That car made me understand why men fall in love with their cars.
It's fun. It's fun. No, it's not even that fast, but in that when I have the same exact vehicle for rental for my job,
Just
I
like
did.
when you drove crappy cars your whole life, that car feels like heaven.
Yeah.
What does the Lincoln?
No, it's a 2022 Toyota Camry. Uh, just like the most base model fucking modern day vehicle.
Okay.
But I still got it to go up to, well, it's electronically limited to 135, but it felt good, going 132.
It's not
Had all
bad.
the nice,
Yeah.
It had all the nice features. It moved fucking 0 to 60 in like 6 seconds, something like that.
I hate the idea of just like electronically limiting shit, but
I do too, but I'm glad that well, you know what? Most people don't even use it. It only really bothers people like me.
holy shit! Talk about wet dreams. I want this car. Where's this at? Wilmer?
This is
All
your
right, that
fucking
is
car.
almost 200,000, but like, oof, it's got
Fucking
2 lights on it too.
the rims.
Yeah, I
Those look
know.
shitty. All right. You could get a Crown Vic. That could be your vehicle, Mara. They're pretty reliable.
Really cheap parts. I advocate for them. Would I want you to get it particularly? No, because that's my thing. But like at the same time, I do really advocate for Peter Griffin metal.
Yeah. No, you could just buy
I saw that today, and that's horrible.
There's also just Panther bodies as a whole, not like Crown Vics exclusively, but like Mercury, Grand
Grand
Marquis.
Marquis. Grand Marquis look nice for some reason.
Yeah, they're just slightly more luxury. Well,
Yeah.
there's even Lincolns that are also Panther body. It's just
Yeah.
more luxurious, but
I would have gotten that had I not needed a SUV, but
yeah, whatever you do for your next vehicle, don't buy a fucking SUV. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
I'm definitely not getting an SUV again. I'm happy with what I got, but like I'm not.
I'm not talking to you, Jason. I'm talking to our guest who wants to buy.
No,
an
I'm just
SUV.
saying. Me personally, I'm happy with what I have, but I'd rather have a sedan because I prefer sedans.
You don't sound that happy about it.
What?
I think I found a vehicle for you, Mara. I think this is actually kind of in line with your personality.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I can see that.
K-truck.
No.
No.
What do you mean no? The fuck do you mean no?
It's ugly.
All right. You think that's ugly? I'll show you fucking ugly. Give me 2 minutes here. I'm on Facebook Marketplace. I'll find something.
Okay.
Where are you? My ugly vehicle. Wait, what was the name of Elias's vehicle? Fucking Chevy something. Fuck.
Oh, it was like a PT Cruiser. Fucking.
It looks like a PT Cruiser. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go, Mara. This is more your style. Tell me if I'm wrong. I know I'm not wrong, but tell me if I'm wrong.
Shut it. First doing that.
Hey, I mean, I drive it.
All right. So you'd rather drive that piece of shit over the fucking K-truck?
Yes.
God damn it.
Would too.
You're both menaces on the road. You are contributing to the decline of the American auto industry.
What? America
Yeah.
doesn't have
Actually,
cars.
did you know that most cars got bigger because of
Cafe.
What's that?
Well, I'm forgetting what the acronym stands for. Cafe, but pretty much it says the idea behind it is the bigger your vehicle is, you have less taxes or you have less emission restrictions put on it. Because
Yeah,
it
that's
doesn't
what I was going for.
modifications. So instead of like manufacturers making more efficient, smaller sedans, it's just cheaper for them to make bigger vehicles because they don't have to comply with emission regulations and shit. And that's why you
Yeah.
see your fucking soccer mom who does not need a big ass fucking pickup truck driving it.
Just
She can't
driving
see-
around, just fucking knows she's driving a big ass boat, and then
She can't see 8 feet in front of her because of the goddamn blind spots.
Exactly.
She always has her brights on at nighttime because she can't see that well, so she wants to be able to make sure she sees. I fucking hate trucks. I want to swerve them off the road. Well, okay, not all trucks, but the majority of them are fucking pieces of shit. Who is fucking working their retail job in the background?
It's the sound of a PS4. A Humvee? What the fuck?
Without that, Mara, would you drive a Humvee to work?
Sure.
He's great. You know, I drove that just the other day, and
Roger I wouldn't be able to get into it.
it literally screams at you going 35 miles an hour, like the engine just fucking
Really?
the whole fucking way, just going uphill. It's horrible. I think like its max is like 80 miles an hour.
I gotta drive it was an Oshkosh M1070 with a potato box on the back of it. top speed was 45, but she'd go through anything, dude.
Wait, what? Oshkosh? What?
Oshkosh M1070, big old military truck, 12-wheel drive.
M1070.
M10.
What is this thing? I've never seen this in my life.
It's a
M1070.
it's a beast of a truck, dude. It
I
took
mean,
me three
I see
get
it
stuck.
now, but like I've never seen this.
When I did get stuck, it took me about 4 feet of mud. I mean, it don't matter how tight you tie your boots, you're gonna lose them. It took another fully loaded military truck plus 2 pull tractors to get me out.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit right there. If I've ever seen it. I mean, it looks cool, but I mean, you know,
In terms of driving it,
definitely a piece of shit.
What about a really old Cadillac, you know, pinnacle of luxury from the 1970s?
no.
All right, but this interior, you'll change your mind. Look at this. The fucking perfect cigarette car.
Oh my god, ew.
It's quirky. Look at how
No.
comfortable those
Would you
seats
ever
are.
drive this to work?
What the fuck?
No.
It's called an LMTV.
I drive it for safety reasons.
It
Yeah.
looks like a garbage truck.
It,
I will-
you know what? I'm gonna see that every time I fucking work on this thing now. Yeah.
Piss people off.
Hold on, I want to find my childhood dream car.
Childhood dream car.
Interesting. I didn't really have a dream car when I was a kid. That's interesting.
Really?
I didn't give a shit about cars as a kid, and now I care too
I
much.
did, in the sense of like what car I liked best that my brother had, like his Hot Wheel cars.
Mhm.
I'd be like, oh, I really like this one. That's the one I want when I get my license.
I mean, we got Hot Wheels, but I mean, I don't really care about the specifications of it. Or
Jason's a super.
Ooh, this one is so cool.
what are you talking? Look at these seats. You want to drive this to work? Look how comfortable this is.
Doesn't look. That looks fucking disgusting.
No, dude, this reminds me of the one that you had to drive. The one that you were driving for Shelly for a while. How uncomfortable and like boxy and flat the seats were. We were like so far away from each other. The big one. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh, I found a dog. I don't know if this is photoshopped or not. It probably is.
You know, that's not a bad price. The low price of 25 grand. We could tear up the fairgrounds with it.
I wonder what people would do if I showed up to work in that.
In the cat.
Yeah.
Whenever I
HVAC
see that, it just reminds me of that Paleto Bay mission in GTA 5.
Yeah.
That would be that's literally me.
It'll move. I mean, I've never
Yeah.
driven one, but I've been inside one. They're kind of comfortable.
I've driven one before. It's not that bad.
Well, look at me. I'm Jason. I'm tough shit. I worked
Yeah,
at a farming company.
I've driven all sorts of shit. That's my walk of life, is to become a GTA character and drive like literally everything. Just know how to drive everything. Just get in it. Like, I know how to drive this. I know how to fly a fucking military aircraft.
It's gonna be fun when I go on a plane because I'm gonna watch one of my favorite flight-related movies. It's about like a plane crash, obviously, and it's gonna make me real excited to fly in the sky.
That makes you isn't that exciting though, because it's like gives you some excitement in life.
Yeah, like
Increases your heart rate a little bit, and then
Yeah, I'm just like I have the window seat, and I can, it looks like we're entering the fucking atmosphere
Yeah.
or the stratosphere, and the wing just falls off. That'd be pretty exciting. Yeah.
Stratosphere.
Yeah, don't like planes go into low orbit?
Yeah, they go into low orbit.
Fuck.
What the fuck?
That piece of shit.
Nice.
Fuck is that?
A 2003 Volkswagen Jetta.
Okay, so the commercial jets go to the bottom of the stratosphere. Like they're in the stratosphere, but they're at the bottom of it. But
Why do you want a fucking clapped out derby piece of shit looking?
because it says meow on the side, that's why.
They want $3,000.
I'd
I
buy
mean, no,
it.
I'm not letting you buy
What's
it.
the miles on it?
No lowball.
177,000.
All right, it's
See,
$200,000.
Guys, I need to read you the description.
Okay.
2003 Jetta 2.0, mint as fuck, will allow you to steal anyone's girlfriend. I know from experience. Custom as hell. Can't find another one like it. Shifts and drives absolutely mint. This is an absolute unit. Don't sleep on it.
Easy.
3,000 or best offer. Price to sell. If not willing to pay that, you're afraid of women. Brand new snow tires on front, custom golds on the rear. Never been abused, possibly abused. Emissions compliant in all 50 states.
Like they give a shit. Emissions
I
compliant.
respect the
Imagine
seller.
getting pulled over because you're emitting too much into the
I
atmosphere.
respect the seller's description. That won me over just a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You can buy a school bus for $4,000.
Yeah, the OPP bus. We've wanted to do it for.
I mean,
a long
we're
time.
getting it eventually.
You should
We're
buy it.
steal it from our school.
Yeah.
Honda Acti? What the fuck? I
Oh,
like
that's
it.
cool.
See, this is
Wait, you
like
like
that kind of
that?
truck we're talking about.
You like that, but you don't like the fucking K truck? I don't.
Are you asking me or?
I'm asking Mara.
Yeah.
Do you like the fucking Honda Acti?
Hold on, I haven't looked at it yet.
Swear to God, if you say you like it, I'm gonna be.
Well, now she's gonna say she likes it just to piss you off.
No, that's rude, and you wouldn't do that, right?
No, I mean it looks like a toy that I played with in the sandbox as a kid.
What about
It's
this?
But it has
Tonka.
the nostalgia.
Dude, if it said Tonka, I would.
It
totally go
does.
for it, dude.
No, look, Roger does. I'll show you. Where did it go?
Yeah, it literally says Tonka on it,
It says on the side.
We
and
need
on
it.
the back.
It's
Jason,
$12,500.
I did find your perfect vehicle, Jason.
It's in Florida though, so good luck getting it, I guess.
Oh, we can grab the yellow car there and pick up the yellow truck.
I fucking despise the color yellow on almost all vehicles. You have to be a fucking car, or it doesn't work for you.
What
I'm
if it's a
sorry.
Camaro, and it's like Bumblebee?
Yellow.
No, no.
Why not?
You're not allowed-
Beetles are cute yellow though.
It's going into our marriage contract. If you paint our fucking car yellow, I'm torching it.
It's my car for starters.
Do it. Do it.
All right, Mara, what are your thoughts on a really old Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon?
Hold on. No.
You're a good man, Arthur Morgan. Good man.
You don't know fucking good vehicles. All right, you know what? This is the final vehicle I'm sending. This is the ultimate to work vehicle.
This is
Yeah.
the first thing I got for the. Oh hell yeah! I'd buy that. Can you fucking imagine driving a vehicle with treads?
That would be interesting.
That'd be badass.
That'd be kind of fun. Like you
Yeah.
can just go through a snowy field and just make fun of people.
Yeah, can you imagine? And, like go on Facebook Marketplace, just trigger people. I didn't have a problem this morning.
This would be a perfect parked car.
$1,000. I wonder what's.
Yeah, I think the moral of the story, Mara, don't buy any Kia. If you do, I will key it. Yeah, I don't really have any issue with anything else. Or a PT Cruiser. I won't key it. I'll fucking blow that up. I will take it personally.
Okay.
Don't get a fucking Kia. If you get it, you know, actually, I take back the keying your Kia. If you get a Kia, I'm just gonna steal it because they're really fucking easy to steal. You can use your fucking iPhone charger to steal them. Not all Kias.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a huge issue. Kias and Hyundais. I can't remember like which year, which generation. I think they're more on the modern side, which is even worse. But um, you can the fucking ignition. There was something you could do with it. You could literally use your phone charger to start the vehicle. It was a TikTok trend apparently. The Kia boys. It got to be so problematic that a lot of major insurance companies just flat out refused to insure those vehicles. One of our former friends, who I think he said he wanted to buy a Kia,
He
Yeah.
almost did.
Yep.
almost did, but because of how fucked the insurance prices were going to be on it, because it was just so easy to steal, he stuck with his shitty Chevy PT Cruiser looking thing.
Yep.
So yeah, if you buy a Kia, I'll just show you how to steal it.
Alright.
Fireball, skee ball. That actually looks like it'd be fun. I like
I
that.
just imagine playing that while drunk. Yeah, that would be kind of fun.
This is in our town too.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
We have to get it for our OPP studio.
Yeah, let me just take out another credit card.
Let's stick on it. Imagine paying $4,000 for this.
I mean, if I had the money, if I had an excess of money,
Yeah,
I would
if I
just
had
spend-
excess money, for sure. Yeah, of course. I mean, if I had excess money, I would for sure get this just to fit my vibe.
your vibe.
Yeah. Commercial coffee roaster for 20 grand.
Hey, it's in the town you guys work at.
Yeah, so you guys have to get it.
I saw that on Facebook.
You didn't. You saw it when I sent it.
Why is this being sold? Who fucking bought this?
Oh, why is that needed?
Well, we need baristas for when we open up our studio. So
Could you imagine just having that instead of the Keurig?
It's
I
like.
can't imagine that. That would be
ew.
fucking cool.
No.
All right, how about this?
No.
What do you mean, no?
need a Rolls Royce. What
A
the fuck?
Rolls Royce golf
Golf
cart.
cart.
Look
Holy
at this.
Did they make fucking golf? I love that. I would never drive it, but I like that they made fucking golf carts. That is perfect. That is.
Can you imagine driving this? Fucking. This would be perfect for a parade, you know?
I'm looking at the person who's selling it, Susan. Susan. She has a fucking hat filter on, and she's an old woman.
Sounds like a fake name, especially her last name.
I should comment that on her story. You sound like you
Fake
have a
name. Just wanted to wish my family and friends a very happy new year. May everyone be safe and blessed. See you next year.
It's still crazy to me how much shit you can find about people just on Facebook. It's
Yeah,
just
especially
easy.
they're very open with their information.
Yeah.
She just recently got married.
What if I bought you a Taco Bell edition Xbox One X?
A Taco Bell edition?
Yeah, Taco Bell. They
I
had a Taco
literally
Bell
shit myself and like, yeah, just shit myself. I just
Have you ever seen the Taco Bell PS4?
no, I haven't.
I
It's not
actually
an
really
actual
like
thing.
it. It is. Molly, you like this, right? For a console?
What the fuck?
You think it looks good?
I mean, I don't despise it. It's just
I
weird.
I like it a lot, actually.
I thought it would be more yellow and not as gold.
Yellow would look disgusting.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was gonna be more purple and white, like the Taco Bell colors.
No, it's not a fucking Vikings PS4.
No, it's the Taco Bell colors.
Taco Bell is blue.
Taco Bell is purple and white.
Taco Bell is blue.
Taco Bell, at
All right
least
now.
in the modern day sense, is purple and white. Litmas. That's kind of a cool PS4. I like mine better, the Days of Play. Limited
Yeah.
edition blue PS4 with gold, blue and gold.
That's another thing I wanted to just, if I'd had money, just buy limited editions of consoles because I like how a lot of them look.
Dude, I literally bought the last Days of Play PS4 console at Best Buy. It was cool. That one's kind of cool. The fucking original PS4, original PS1, PS4.
Yeah.
That sucks because I wish I wanted a PS4. I wanted to get a PS4 Pro, but like it
It's not-
smelt of cigarettes.
My
So,
PS4 Pro.
so I had to get a PS5. Which
My
I
PS4 Pro sounds like it's dying every time I'm playing Fortnite. It's fucking.
it's bad.
I need to
All
get
right.
a PS4 at some point.
So maybe it's good that I get a PS5, but still, I mean, I don't know. PS4 like holds something in my heart, you know. Yeah, I prefer the PS4 controller still, even after getting the PS5. Like it's cool. I like the
Yeah.
gimmick of fucking like for certain games, like certain modernized games, you have like the trigger like sensitivity function, which is kind of fun. But like I don't know, I just like the feeling of the PS4 controller.
Yeah. No, with the PS5, I mean, I haven't held a PS5 controller yet. The console, they just don't have any unique editions yet.
Well, you've held the PS5 controller, right?
I don't think I have.
Isaacs, Elijah too.
Oh shit! I guess yeah, I might have one time.
Yeah, I remember you showing me it, and that was the first time me holding it. Was right before I was getting high for the first time. That was a day of experiences.
Edibles ain't shit.
All right, that's pretty cool. I'd get the yellow PS2, the blue one and the yellow one.
They have a pink PS2, and I want to fucking buy it.
That'd be kind of cool.
I want to play the Bratz game on the pink PS2.
Why can't the PS5 have cool colors?
I mean, I
And
got you can. So mine, I have a blue one right now because I bought the covers for it. You can buy so like you can just slide off the covers.
Aftermarket covers?
No, it's not even aftermarket. It's buy PS5.
Xbox shill. That's...
Is that Xbox? Is that what Xbox does?
No, you're an Xbox shill for changing your cover.
What are you talking about? It's I bought it from PlayStation directly.
What did you PS5 just what? Case covers?
Yeah, so it's like an actual like their shells are meant to come off.
Oh shit, they have like a dark that's like a hot pink, right, Molly? Or is my color blinding kicking
Yeah, that's
in?
like a hot pink.
Oh shit, I like the purple one actually a lot.
Ooh, I want it.
What about the pink one?
I don't care about the pink one as much. If it was lighter, I'd like it more. I'm not a hot pink person.
I'll get a purple PS5.
Okay, so
Alright,
I got a limited edition one. It's called like Deep Earth Collection. Here, hold on. I got like the fucking remote for it too. So that's what mine looks like. It's the fucking blue one here.
Cobalt blue.
Yeah.
Eh.
Look, I had to follow suit with my Days of Play PS4 And I knew they weren't coming out with a limited edition one. So
Dude, the LeBron James limited edition cover. Holy shit.
that one was kind of cool.
I hated it.
It just looks like somebody fucking drew on it.
I could get the camo that matches my pants right now, the gray camouflage. Is purple in stock? Purple is in stock. Hell yeah.
Purple one would be kind of cool. I just like the cobalt blue, alright? That's what I've been waiting for.
Wait, it says it's available? Yeah, I could buy one. Sweet.
The pink one looks nice, actually.
I kind of like it. But yeah, ladies
Why
and
would...
gentlemen.
Yeah. Few and far in between talking here. Thank you guys for watching.
You should have been in the Discord. You would have been enjoying the moment more if you were actually watching us.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking pointless to listen to this if you weren't here live, so.
Drake, where is Epstein?
That's a good question.